me just get this situated. All right, that's not bad. So the leaves are just starting to turn fall in New England. Hi, everybody. Hello. 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 I have been so busy yesterday, today. It's been cool. It's been cold. I think Thursday we're going to be in the 70s. Maybe one last day of summer. Hey, you Maine girl, how are you? I got your email. I got to figure out a date to get up to Maine now that my muffler fell off my car, which I'm getting worked on next Thursday. Next Thursday it will be fixed. So, hey Angela, how are you? Steph, is this thing on? What thing? What thing? Hello, orange is the new black. Sue. So I found out I have to go through the Department of Transportation to file a claim for damages to the underneath my vehicle, the undercarriage, which I've been running around getting estimates, and anywhere from $1,200 to $2,200, depending on the availability of parts. It's crazy, and parts aren't in stock. From a sewage, what's the top of the sewage thing? You know, the sewers on the roads. Well, because they dug up the street, the asphalt, they put down a thin layer of asphalt, not yet completed. So the sewage, the tops of the sewage drains were elevated, and there was traffic, so you couldn't even avoid it because you didn't see it until the last minute. And that's what happened. And it wasn't spray painted red. I already spoke to the police. It wasn't spray painted red. There weren't any cones. It's just a matter of getting the Department of Transportation to pay for it and to fight it. So, and if I have to file in small claims, I certainly will. That's not a problem. For that amount of money, we're looking at almost $2,000. Your car fell into a huge hole, road work, the county wouldn't pay. Why not? That you should have filed in small claims. Trust me, the Department of Transportation has money. They dig up roads for nothing toward the end of their fiscal year, so they get the same amount of money, if not a little bit more, the following year. Took 2 tow trucks. Oh my God. Why wouldn't they cover it, Angela? Did they say I was delivering the mail and they said that I was not paying attention? Really? How do they know that? Yeah, well, if I get denied, then I'll go to, I think it's like 125, or maybe it's 250 to file in small claims court. I've got pictures, I've got documentation. Are you in a rental? No. I opted not to go through my insurance company. So I'll see how this goes. I already spoke with my insurance agent. I've been with them for so long. They're so good to me, and they said it's better to go through the city's insurance company. And if they're not cooperating, then I would call my insurance agent. So, but yeah, so I have a dual exhaust in my vehicle. So I have 2 mufflers. And it's the way it was damaged. One is basically connected, even though one's on the passenger side, one's on the driver's side. out the back, dual exhaust. They're connected. And the way it was damaged, both mufflers have to be reinstalled. I have the muffler with me if you guys want to see it. It's in my back seat, part of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a muffler. Hear it? And I have a foreign car too, so fight it pink for sure. Hey Wendy, they need a reminder to make things safer. Yeah. And I'm an honest person. I'm not gonna lie to anybody and say, if I felt I was at fault, there was no way you could avoid it. There's a Y pipe that hooks together. Yeah. Which sucks. But I don't want to do a half-assed job either. I'm sure they could weld some pipe together or whatever. I don't want to do that. I want to get it done correctly. It's a good car, and Angela, what was the damage on your car? Our potholes up here are ridiculous too. Yeah, so our Department of Transportation in Massachusetts has a pothole hotline. And I'm like, well, I didn't go in a pothole. There wasn't any other option, like, any road work damage. So I ended up speaking to a couple of people. And then they just refer you back to a site on their internet. And all they want, like, they didn't ask for pictures. I mean, I'm going to send it in writing with pictures, everything, as if I was going in front of the judge, Judge Judy. No, she doesn't do traffic court. All that snow must be brutal on your roads. Yeah, but they're digging up the road to put more new asphalt down. Angela, did you end up going through your own insurance company? My right rear axle snapped, rear tires crushed. It was $3,500. Oh, jeez. Better off getting a new car. That's what and my car is paid off. I just paid it off. I'm like, great, no car payments anymore. And boom. I can't remember everything now. Yeah, well, as long as you were safe. Thank God it wasn't a sinkhole. Yes, I just paid deductible. Yeah, good. And I suppose I could put a claim through my insurance and just pay the deductible, but then do I want the points? I'll see how it goes with the Department of Transportation. I don't know how long I have to file a claim with my insurance company. If I do, I meant to ask them. I'll email them that. So I was basically asleep last night for the MERB rant, but someone told me this morning that she doxed, well, not really doxed, but mentioned some guy, what was his name? Peter, with his job in a bank in the state he works in. Look at this. And Merb, if you're listening in, will you get the frig out of my live stream, please? Get out. You creep me out. You're a creeper. You're a predator. You're a stalker. Okay? Hey, Sandy, you're a stalker. You're a narcissist. You constantly want to make people feel inferior to you. You're not going to work with me. So that to me sounded like that was true. I didn't watch it. I tend not to give her views if I don't have to, because it's ridiculous. It's secondhand embarrassment for even being in there and listening to the few subs she has left that go on piano. You're such a wonderful woman. I don't know what I would do without you. Buy my junk. Come on. She's not well. She's not well. And yeah, so Merb, if you're in here, get the F out of my channel, okay? Because you're creepy. You're creepy. Your insurance will sue them for you. I don't know. I suppose they could. I emailed my insurance company. I'll talk to them again. I won't give reviews. I wait for you or BBT. Yeah, well, that's the thing. A narcissist wants the attention. So when you do give her a review, you're giving her exactly what she wants. But she's not well. And by the way, speaking of narcissism, Patty, I guess, announced on a community post that Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Lisa D is going to talk about narcissism. I tuned in, didn't last long because her energy made me feel uncomfortable. The best way I can describe it, empath problem. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to explain. It's like the never-ending song, It's like the song that never ends. All these threats. She's gonna sue. She's gonna, 4 years? She's gonna sue. Well, obviously, she has $1 million plus to sue all these people. She has no idea what she's in for. And I talked about it before, but now she turns it around saying that we're going to be laughed out of the courtroom. First of all, she's going to fine me to serve me. She's going to fine me, which might be a little bit difficult. But not impossible. I suppose she could pay her attorney to do a deep dive and find out where I actually have my permanent residence. Because you can't serve, if you have a rental property, legally you can't serve it. Not in my state. You can't serve at a rental property just because it's under my name, the deed. She's going to sue because someone doesn't like her. What a waste of time. Yeah, right? You're not the boss of me, so I'm going to sue you. I can't imagine carrying that much anger towards people. It seems like it would be exhausting. Oh, most definitely your main girl. I didn't know she ranted again last night. I found out from Hell to the Nose. She ranted the night before that. I listened for 10 minutes before cutting out boring. Yeah. She's going to sue because we're ruining her channel. Defamation, slander. She claims, and that will be interesting, the basis of the lawsuit, how it will be written, claims to lose income secondary to internet slander, defamation, without any proof, fake phone calls. And someone brought it up, I guess the night before, and I woke up, I saw it on BBT's. I went to bed, I think, at 9 o'clock and woke up at 2:30 in the morning. BBT was still live. And she was getting all these quote-unquote crank calls. And as soon as she stopped the crank calls, and BBT pointed it out as well. As soon as she stopped ranting and started talking about crafts, all of a sudden the call stopped. All of a sudden, she was getting them like, ring, 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 hello, holding up the phone to her black dick mic, okay, hello, right? And so I was just, and then they stopped. The minute she stopped ranting, the call stopped. You saw that, Mary? Yeah. Yeah. She's so predictable. She's so predictable. I swear if you put the Three Stooges music to her live streams, you would laugh your ass onto the floor. Or if you put like Benny Hill music to her, it would be comedic. But unfortunately, there's so many people who have been touched by her in their real life that it isn't funny. And Nana Patty's husband, Gordon, I don't know if someone wants to drop the link, made a video on his page. He started a page and he addressed Merb, although I didn't like it at the end when he referred to her as mom. I have one mother, and I'll never have another mother. You will never hear me calling anyone else mom. That was the only thing that kind of like creeped, like, no, don't call her that. She probably loves it. But he was being cordial. He was being cordial and direct to her. Hey, heads up, knitting artist and the crank calls are so obviously staged, but who was doing that for her, I have a guess. Into stalk and threaten. Right. She could have anyone do it. Anybody. And her kids are sleeping? It's a school night? Or was it a school night? I don't know. Like I said, I don't always watch her. And that phone, first of all, I haven't seen a landline in 28 years. No mindfulness to waking up. That house appears small to me. And this is going on, and someone told me her kids have access to her channel. Of course they have access to her channel, Sunflower Brown, Tonda, Angela, Mr. Nana Patty, thank you. Yes, Pop Smurf, 55. What a gentleman. You don't come across too many gentlemen anymore in life. He's a gentleman. Knitting. Can you say Jimmy? Yeah, stalking is scary. Very scary. A real man. I almost went into the Navy. I don't think I ever told you guys my Navy story. I was being sworn in at Commonwealth Pier in Boston, down by the water. I'm feeling a lot better, Mary. I still have like a residual cough, but it's drying up, and thank you. I'm feeling a lot. And I tested again yesterday. I tested twice now, negative for COVID. Pink, glad you got the car fixed. Not yet. Next week, Thursday. The parts are on order. You think of these muffler places, you're in and out in one day. And I was without my vehicle yesterday, although I borrowed someone's vehicle. But next Thursday, it will be done. What was I talking about? Oh, so I didn't want to go to college right away. I wanted to take a year off after graduating from high school. And I got accepted into a few 4 colleges. But I wanted to take that year off. And a lot of my friends were doing the same thing. We just wanted to be free for a year. And for some stupid reason, I thought I would go into the service. I had a new car that I bought with my own money because I had worked and saved every penny from my vehicle. And it took the recruiter. He was a charmer. And I sure did like those Navy uniforms. And in a matter of 2 weeks, he had me down at Commonwealth Pier. From the time I walked into the recruit center, he had me down at the pier being sworn in with a suitcase by my side, and I gave my car to a friend for free. Or it was like $1 for free, basically. Have it. It was a stick shift too. It was a nice car. Have it. I don't need it. The Navy's going to pay me a great stipend of like $260 at that time a week. I wanted to fly jets. And they told me back then I could fly jets. I could have whatever I wanted. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. I was going to get my education through them for nursing. And fly jets. As I'm standing there with my hand being up, being sworn in with about, I don't know, there must have been 50, 60 other people with me. We're all being sworn in. And I'm the type that I was more of a follower back then. And all of a sudden, it was like something came through me. Because I was also shy, believe it or not. Something came through me and said, put your hand down and run. So in the middle of this pledge, I put my hand down and I ran. Mr. Quinn was my recruiter, Sergeant Quinn. He stopped the whole proceeding, and this Commonwealth Pier was like this big warehouse right on the water. And I remember just running and getting to a telephone booth. And he stops me. He's like, what's the matter with you? What are you doing? And I said, I just need a little bit more time. I don't know. Like, this sounds too good to be true. Like, you know, and I'm not so sure I want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I literally said that to him. Like, will I have time to blow dry my hair? And I remember someone saying, well, if you don't go to church, then you can have time maybe to blow dry your hair. It would, come on, I was just 18 years old. And he was so angry with me, and he said, that's it for you. You will never, ever be able to enlist in any branch of the military. Like, I cared at that time. I was like, okay, like, sorry. And it was amazing because I was such a follower back then that I should have felt bad and said, oh, okay, I'll go back in, sorry. No, I didn't. And I found out later that Mr. Quinn had a quota to fill, and that's why he was angry, because he lost money off of me. And so that's how close I was to going into the Navy. And I often wonder if I only did. But then if I did, I never would have the life I have now, which I love. It's not always easy, but that's life, you know? And when you go through the bumps and all the trials and tribulations, you know, that's where you get hope. And that's where you get joy. Because if you wouldn't know hope and joy, I guess what I'm saying, without going through your own trials and tribulations. And I have 3 beautiful children. So that was my Navy story. But I still have the utmost respect for people in the service. My cousin served. He was actually killed in Afghanistan in 2003. He was on his 4th tour, Army Special Forces. He was killed by an IED. He was in a Hummer, and the Hummer he was in didn't have the reflection guards on the underneath of the Hummer to deflect if they drove over a bomb, and he was the only person killed. And he has a Corvette, and every year down Cape Cod, that's where he's was from, they do a motorcycle run called the Blackbeard Run, and they bring his Corvette, and what his, I don't know, is it platoon? All the guys that were with him in that Hummer use their uniforms in the interior of his Corvette. Like the seats are lined with their uniforms. It's just amazing. And the license plate is registered and it says Fallen Hero. Yeah. Four tours post 9/11. He was gorgeous. Oh my God, it was so hot. Single, he didn't have kids. Yeah, he went in right after 9/11. So, I've always had respect for the military. It wasn't going to pan out for me, Thanks, Gypsy. But, people tend to forget, our soldiers, men and women who fight for us, for our freedom. So people like Merv can open her big fat mouth. And people like Nana Patty's husband, who have fought to protect our borders and to keep us free. And like for my cousin who laid down his life, so Merv could open up her big fat mouth. I really think a lot of people don't understand just what our military does and how they take, people like Merv take for granted her freedom. They give the ultimate sacrifice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone that goes into the service knows that they might not be coming home either. So they want us to be free so much that they will lay their lives down for us. It's amazing. My dad was in the Navy. My grandfather had 2 Purple Hearts, served in the Army. Wow. And that's incredible. Same with police and firemen. Yep. Absolutely. Did you see that car chase on the news today in LA? Like 2 crazy kids driving that BMW on the LA freeway on 3 tires. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Nobody was hurt. It was a miracle. Nobody was hurt. That car was falling apart. And everyone kept thinking that car's going to blow up. It's going to flip. Driving on 3 tires. It finally smoked enough where the engine did cease. But didn't hit. He did hit a back of a 18-wheeler. And then they looked like young kids, and they ran from the car. Of course, this helicopter's flying over, like they really think they can get away with it. And then people were worried they're going to hijack their car, but they didn't. They surrendered peacefully. Yeah, it was crazy to watch it play out. Nana Patty put up a lovely picture on her community of her and Gordon on their second date. Oh, wasn't her second date the what'd she say? It was the Navy ball, right? She talked about that. Your Maine girl, of your leaves turn more than they have hair. I gotta find out when peak season is in Maine. Could even be maybe this weekend. I don't know. I can't go I don't want to go anywhere far right now with my muffler. Not that anything will happen. It's not that loud. I have a dual exhaust, so I have one muffler in. So it's not like my car is like, you know. And the only reason why the police would pull me over is because of the noise. And it's not noisy that much at all. It sounds spoofed up. It sounds even more sporty. Any swans up there? No, there's a seagull flying around. Oh, wait a minute. There is a swan. Hold on. There is. I don't know if you can see it. I can't zoom in any closer. That's a seagull flying. Whoops. That's weird. I can see it. Oh, it's more over here. There. So it's... There's my finger. Oh, my hands are dry. Do you see that? Wow, did that pick up my dry skin? That was nasty. Take a snapshot of that. You can say Pinkus. Filthy fingers. Now it's out of focus. You ever look at your fingers under like these mega microscopes? I used to do it at work. You put your skin under it and it's like, oh my God. We're so nasty that close up, our skin. It is an organ. Yeah, there's a swan. There's two swans. And a seagull, two seagulls. The seagull's flying. See the one flying right underneath it? There are two swans. Well, one actually looks like a goose. I mean, duck. A duck and a swan. Oh, they're breaking traditions. Yeah, there you go. You can see it better. So, so press the 1 if you think Merb's gonna stop. Press the 2 if she's not gonna stop. And press the 3 if you think she's gonna end up losing her channel on her own accord. I haven't yet counterclaimed. I have literally been too busy. I'm gonna tomorrow. I found out that I don't have to put my identifying information in. So, but I'll do that tomorrow. I haven't had time, and I don't have time today either. 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. Blast off 2. Threatening other channels is against TOS. Yeah, so it's just a matter of getting YouTube's attention. But do you remember when she lost her monetization and how she wanted everyone to sign the petition for her to get it back? And she begged the Twitter, YouTube, Team YouTube, whatever. Twitter will respond quicker and look into things quicker than YouTube. She said she knows my real name. Oh, really? Really? From where? So if I got remarried, right, Merv? I don't put my private life out there. Would you know my married name? Would you know that? The email I sent her was several years ago. But life does evolve. So, I don't think I haven't even looked up that email I sent her to ask her if Jimmy was from Massachusetts, because he sounded like he was from Boston, like Mayor Menino mumbles. Mayor Menino mumbles. Yeah, really, yeah, and for Boston, Mayor Menino's here. Yeah, I like the Red Sox, I like the Patriots, I like all the sports teams, yeah. he could pass for Mayor Menino's brother. And granted, Mayor Menino, and Carolyn, get out of here. I know you're still watching. Go. Don't you have a decoupage to do? Like your face? Leave. Like your mouth? Anyway, Mayor Menino was a phenomenal. He would get reelected year after year after year after year or whatever. He was so good. And when he passed away, this whole city mourned his death. So when I say he reminds me of Menino, I'm just talking about how Menino spoke. You know, they had the same voice, the same accent. They both mumbled. And that's why I was convinced he was from Boston. And see, the flea, how are you? Every true crime channel wrote YouTube to support her when she lost it. Yeah. According to Merb, you emailed her. Yeah, okay, Merb. So you have my name. So now you got to find my permanent residency. And you also have to confirm if the name you say you have, my real name, is still my real name. But I'll confirm. I can neither confirm nor deny, but I don't remember ever emailing anyone on YouTube and giving my whole name. Well, I'm looking forward to court. I told her a month ago or so, I'm like, just do it. What are you waiting for? Just do it. Do it. And when I counteract your copy claim, it will just be more proof that you false striked my video. That was fair use. Didn't she say Pink asked her for that advice regarding something? That seems strange. Didn't she say Pink asked her for advice regarding something? I'll have to check the email. If anything, it was a very benign email. Like, I didn't even really watch her. I think I popped in a few times and I heard her husband, but I never subscribed to her, ever. I never followed her. I didn't follow anybody really during the Watts case. After he pleaded guilty, I'm like, I'm done, I'm good. It was bothersome that those kids were being exploited every single day, all day long on YouTube, and it made me sick. And I remember going into John Crimes. I remember going into a few other crime channels, nicely asking, can you stop talking about these kids? Like they were gonna listen. And I did it after Frank Sr. made that at the press conference, wanted people to stop. He didn't zone in on one particular creator. He wanted it all to stop. And I started going in thinking I could change yeah, people are gonna listen to Pink. No. And but I remember going into channels nicely asking, can you just please stop talking about these children? I couldn't stand it. And the fact that people weren't even disabling their monetization or their super chats. It was sickening to me. Any case, Cash Kernan, the same thing. Any case that involves children. Shut your monetization off. Show your integrity. That's where I draw the line with channels. Now, if you're someone like Gray Hughes and you take your donations and you show proof and you provide it and support a charity or a DNA fund, genetic tracing, familial DNA or whatever, that I will support. But the Watts case, no, it was disgusting to me. It was absolutely disgusting. What the case I'm interested in, and a lot of people are covering, is the Debbie Collier case. Um, and there's a couple like Jules Thought. Well, she changed her name. Allegedly Innocent. Um, I think she's covering it. Yeah, she's covering it. Gray Hughes is covering it. Those are two channels that I absolutely love. It's not just about reading an article from a journalist. I mean, hello, that they actually talk about it, their ideas, like thinking out loud, but without being a jerk, without being a jerk to the victims or. Yvette, how are you? I remember you from the Mrs. A days. I'm usually a different name here if I talk about Merv. Oh, Lady Analyzer, the cancer scammer. Yeah, she had multiple myeloma. Yeah, terminal cancer. Yeah. She was from Kentucky. She is from Kentucky. Lady A, the light bulb, she would change her name all the time. She had so many names. Miss Anna, she came in, she said she was a true crime channel. I never follow. I don't remember that with her, but okay. And she tried to, she's still on YouTube. And she took another jab at true crime with the Gabby Petito case, which, again, was like a Chris Watts thing. Everybody grabbed it. Miss Analyzer. Yes, she's still around, Muffin Mouse. I can't tell you. I couldn't even provide you a link. I haven't watched her in probably 3 years. At least two and a half. She changed her name to Pandora's Box. Then she changed it to Miss Pandora. Then she changed it to Pandora. Then she changed it to P. Then she changed it to, yeah. And then she hides her channel and unhides it. I'm going to leave YouTube. She's another, to me, a narcissist. But she's very much attention seeking. She's got to know. Eyes have to be on her. Like if she has people up on her panel and they're not talking about her, to her, or if the subject isn't around her, she goes MIA. She never cams up, but she goes silent. She hates it. She hates it. But as soon as you start talking about her and she's a victim and, she peps up. Yeah, not bad. I used to parody her too. And by the way, Merb, because I know you're still listening, for Christ's sake, just get out. Get out. If you're a Christian, a Catholic woman, you'll get out. Because this is not very Catholic what I'm talking about. If I were a Catholic, I would be sinning right now. So, I don't want to upset your holy ears. So I'm going to throw religion back at you. What was I going to say about Lady A? God, I lost my train of thought. Oh my God. Merb is particularly hostile towards you for some reason, more so than others. Whatever you say, it must really be bothering her. Yeah. Oh well. Oh yeah, she came up with this story. I had to laugh that I would parody Molly Golightly, and I was so mean and I bullied her by parodying her. Well, first of all, my parody is pure imitation. Imitation. So basically, you're seeing how you act through somebody else. If you go back to my Molly Golightly parodies, it will sound very familiar because most of it is Molly Golightly's words. And the same with Merv. You're imitating somebody, so you're not bullying them. But Molly Golightly and I were friends. We had each other's phone numbers. We talked. We almost met. Almost met. She was going to come to Harvard in Cambridge, Mass. But it didn't pan out. And yeah, it was going to be like a meet and greet at Harvard University. So please tell me where I bullied her, Merb. But then again, Merb lies. We all watched your parody, especially of MRB, the napkin selling. It's a total imitation of Merb. Yeah, and I've been getting requests. People want another Merb parody. Oh, we'll see. Maybe I won't be busy tonight. I'll see how my day goes. Excuse me. There's that cough. I know that's nasty, and I do apologize. I really do. That's why I disconnected my earbuds. I didn't want it to be too close for you to hear everything, but it's a residual of COVID. Hey, imitation is flattery, I heard. Think you've never bullied MRB? I don't think so. No, obviously, I know now she watches me. I'd hope she'd unsubscribe for me if she's subscribed. It freaks me out. It feels predatory to me. But no, I would say, look at, I would give ideas like this is how you can work on your channel to make it grow. I don't think I was totally terrible to her. I can be. She hasn't seen that side of me. But thankfully, I have self-control, just as Nana Patty's husband is maintaining his self-control. But I could cry her under the table as well as Nana Patty's husband. And I'm a chick. But I'm a tough chick. Can you see if a particular person is subscribed to you? Hi, Nana Patty. Only if they have their subscriptions open to public. When you set up a channel, it defaults to private. So most people, you cannot see who they're subscribed to. But some do. I mean, there are some people who I know and their channels, their subscriptions are open, and I'm very surprised I'm not on it. It's like, okay, like, why, but no, it's okay. It's okay. My subscription list, it just gets longer, and I went through it the other day. I got rid of a couple, and I've added a couple. With Debbie Collier case, there's now a channel I found with two guys who are retired police officers. They sound like they're from New York. And what's important to me is that I engage in a channel. If you can keep my attention, because I have a short attention span, then I'll subscribe. And this channel was very, very good. Most people have public really? Only she can sell napkins. Whoa, look at, if I do my parody tonight, I have decoupage pine cones without Mod Podge. Okay? Guaranteed to stick without using chemicals, without using glue and the chemicals, the toxins that they put in there. Mine are all natural. And if you want to see my my Merb parody, go over to BBT's channel, and there's a couple of videos from maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and one of them is titled "Who Said It Better." I watched it the other day again for like the 100th time, and I was cracking up. It is still just as funny as the first time I saw it. Did you hear that they're buying properties together? It's a bad time to buy properties. She should really consult with her financial advisor. I would, if I were going to look into buying property at this time. If anybody knows when it's good, you want to consult with your financial advisor. Because the stock market's not doing too well. I mean, it's called planning ahead. Pink, Jimmy needs a shout out. Yeah? Jimmy! 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 Jimmy, they're calling again. Don't hang up, Jimmy. Let him talk. Let him talk, Jimmy. I'll put him up to my big black mic. Let him talk. Let him talk so I can get some oral satisfaction at the same time. Hello? Hello? Can I help you? Oh, you're funny. I know where you live. I know where you work. Yeah, who's Peter? Was it Peter? She called out someone texted me this morning. I think that was the name. She told everyone in her channel last night as I was sleeping, basically what he did as a profession and what state he worked in. Way to go. Jimmy. Jimmy, let me see your Winky. Jimmy, I need Winky. Just using the word Winky is very childlike, huh? It's called a penis. Penis. Oh, Jeff? Oh, I don't know. Who's Jeff? Jeff, Peter, whatever. Peter Piper picked up pickle, pepper, Winky. It's called a penis, Merb. Were you that sheltered growing up that you were actually given a nickname for it? That's so Catholic. It is. She's not the only person I know who's a Catholic who refers to their private parts using words like winky, weenie, instead of being taught properly from your parents, this is a vagina and this is a penis. That's what's messed up with, and I'm not putting the Catholic Church down, not at all. But why do they do that crap? Mary's Catholic. Like, I don't know. It's like I knew so many Roman Catholic families that were like the same way. And that sex was bad. Or it was dirty. And you only did it if you wanted a baby. No, I'm not talking all Catholics thought that way. We're talking like the older generation. Most religions do that. Really? Critters, how are ya? Critters received my pink merch party pack. And on time, I really thought with the storms that there would be a delay in shipping. So if anyone thinks their items are going to be delayed, unless it's going through Florida, no, right on time. Those things were never discussed. We had to figure it out for ourselves. Raised 12 years in a parochial school. Parochial. You wouldn't buy property. Look at, I don't know what this property thing is with her, but she's the type, because she's very sneaky, and her and Scooter in their pranks, she's literally like the little boy who cried wolf. You don't believe a thing she says. Nothing. If she were to call someone and say, oh my God, I'm on fire, I wouldn't believe it. You know, because that's what happens when, and Scooter would talk about how she was like this doing mean pranks as a child. So it's pretty innate with Scoot that you know, And that's probably why they get along so well. We often wonder, people ask, why is Scooter still with her? They're two of a kind. They have commonality. That's how I look at it, right? Scooter likes bad pranks. Not just like, ooh, have a piece of gum, snap gum joke thing you buy at the store. She talked about this prank she did when she was young with a friend of hers, and or that was moving or something, I don't know. And whatever, it was so bad that whatever it was, her parents, punished her. And yet she still laughs about it. But yet you've seen her doing pranks with Dorothy, surviving the storms. And when she gets caught, all of a sudden it's a joke. So we don't know, like BBT says. Whenever she gets caught in a lie or something, then she says, Merv does, it's a joke. It's a joke. So, yeah. So this thing about buying property, first of all, you dumbass, it is the worst time to buy a property. Call your financial advisor, okay? Look at your stocks, okay? Look at your 401k. Look at your pension. Oh, I forgot you don't have one. Oh, well then go ahead. Go buy a house. Hey, J. May. Scooter is odd. Yeah, well, Scooter we're going to call Wilson from now on. Because she only shows half her face when she's up on Merbs. It's like Wilson, she's behind the fence. And is there a body analysis in here? Body analysis? What do they call it? Body analysis in the house? Can we please figure out why people do that? They hide half their face. Only in Merbs. She'll be hanging out with the preschool. Merb's channel is finished. She has no idea how tenants trash properties. It's very costly. Tell me about it. Yep. I had a tenant. OMG. Brand new stove. I bought a brand new stove when they first came out, the flat tops. They were expensive. The kitchen was redone, brand new appliances. What does she do? What does she do? She decided to clean the top of the stove with a Brillo pad. With a Brillo pad. And scratched the crap out of it. A brand new stove. Yeah. Being a landlord isn't exactly the funnest, but it's good equity. It's a good investment, but you got to put up with a lot. She will sue them. I see lawsuits ruining Ramblers LLC. She has money for a lawyer, but had Jimmy's truck fund. Yeah, I heard that Jimmy got a truck out of the deal, but she brings me up with being there, donating a couple of $1,000 as a gift, but I'm a scammer. Okay, but you get a truck. You get a truck. I didn't ask for money. That's the difference between me and her. I don't ask people for money. I don't even ask people, drop my PayPal. I don't set up bots, night bots, and drop my own link. How can you drive around? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Especially as a man who is supposed to be the provider, right? Driving in a truck that a bunch of other people bought for you. As a man, come on. Maybe she heard Pink mention she has rental properties. And along comes Merb's new idea. What does she want to rent? First of all, I don't believe it. Second of all, what does she want to rent? Out the lake house? Or she's looking for, first of all, I would probably want to move if I'm going to invest in something. She would have to hire someone to see if something needs repaired. I have someone who goes in and does the repairs that I pay for. So it's not an easy job. It's not about getting money coming in, because you put it right back into the house. You know, a house is a money pit. So if you think it's accumulatory, that every month you make all this money, and are you kidding? Between taxes, the only reason why I hold on to it is for equity. That's it. But as far as making money off of tenants, maybe if you had multiple properties, but nah. To rent out one house, nah. Jimmy doesn't strike me as a handy guy. She does want all the shells in North Carolina, Jimmy. Anna Patty, your husband's video was spot on. You're a very lucky woman, and he's a very lucky man. He's a true gentleman. I think she wants her subs to pay for it. Oh, her subs are gonna buy the house. Well, maybe I'll do a parody tonight and ask for everyone to buy me a house. In South Carolina? South Carolina. Why not North Carolina? I prefer North Carolina. But that's just me. I've been to both states. North Carolina to me is more historical. I don't know, I like it better. You had a house in North Carolina. We were stationed in Okinawa. The tenants trashed your house. It was expensive to fix. Yeah. Yep. I think I'd say within 5 years, just trying to upkeep with the times, renovations, to not make your house outdated. So when you do sell it, I'm looking at probably like a home equity loan or something. So yeah, the money, all that's doing is keeping my property going so I can sell it eventually, closer to retirement. That's it. Can you imagine Merv Co-op? No. Merv, I know you're still in here. I have that app. My OGs know about that app. My friend from New York, from Brooklyn, he gave me an app. I can actually tell who's in here. So when the OGs, remember I used to say, I got that app. I know you're here. Got that app, and it's not on the market. I got a hacker friend from New York, Brooklyn. We shared a cup of coffee with each other, and he told me all about this app that he hacked into. It's top secret CIA kind of crap app. South Carolina is where she had her shellcation, sort of far away for her to check on. Yeah, just getting through North Carolina is a long time. I was thinking shellcation was in Florida. Sanibel Island got hit bad. You want shells? I would have kept going and gone right to Sanibel Island in Florida. Are you kidding? It would put South Carolina Beach to shame. But Sanibel Island got hit very badly. I don't know if any of you have been there. It's a beautiful place in Florida. Sanibel Island. It's west. It's like way down west. South, I mean. South. No, west is up. South. Like the Keys, that area. I think they're concocting stories behind the scenes. Doggy daycare, probably. It's very immature. Tobert is very immature. So we're going to have to subject ourselves to probably another killing of a dog somehow. Jesus. You know? Seems like she purchases dogs like I purchase toilet paper. Merp, go outside. Get out of here. Go see if your trees have turned colors yet. Go check out the foliage. Put socks on with your Crocs, though. It's getting very cool out here in the Northeast. What's the average age of MRB subs? Do women in their 60s and older want to start buying property, really? I know, right? Well, maybe Miss Marlborough, lady's interested in getting out of Boston. I think she's from Massachusetts. Very expensive here, especially cigarettes at $14 a pack. You know, the Reds, all of them, but the Reds are really expensive. Those are the throat burners. Yeah. In fact, yeah, I think Merb took up smoking, hanging out with her. I could have sworn I saw her with a cigarette. We'll find out tonight. We'll find out tonight. You tune into Pink's channel. Gather your chestnuts. Well, apparently I'm 72. Why am I still working? Why am I still working? Damn, I look good. $72 and still get a menses every month. Shoot, my husband and I are looking into tiny homes for retirement. We don't need much and would rather travel than have a huge house. Yeah. You can even retire onto cruise ships. They got some deal going. You can actually retire on a cruise ship. Check it out. It's not as expensive as you might think. If you like cruise ships. I don't. Never been on one. Have no desire. Thank you, Tobert. I still got it going. Got the juices flowing and everything. It's amazing. I'm a phenomenon. 72-year-old woman still has her menses. Pink, I believe you're around my mom's age. You're beautiful and I love you. Oh, Alexandra. How are you? God, it's been a long time. She likes to belittle people all the time. Well, that's what narcissists do. That's what they do. They want you to be made to feel inferior. And Lisa D, again, for those who didn't come in here at the beginning, will be on Nana Patty's channel. And I'm serious. I am so looking forward to this. And I tagged Lee RD. And Nana Patty, I don't know if you'll let her take a link or if you even know her. She's got a YouTube channel. She's writing a book. Very smart woman, and her story of being married to a narcissist is amazing. I learned so much from her because when I remember when I didn't understand narcissism, and I remember a lot of YouTubers who've been through it. I had a live stream about it. Figure Skating Coach was up there, Marsha White Sharkey, these were the OGs. Todd, hi Todd if you're listening. You know, and I just couldn't get it. Like, you know, I'm like, and I think it was Figure Skating Coach or Marsha that said to me, Pink, you just don't see it yet. And the more I listened to people and found channels and got educated and learned about narcissism, and RD, Lee is taught me so much, what to look for, the red flags. And I've never been with a narcissist in my life. And I think, I think I may have been once when he started becoming obsessive with me and just showing up to my house unannounced. We were dating at the time. This was years ago. And, saying things like, I tried calling you, but you didn't pick up your phone. And I'm like, that's impossible. So I was starting to question my own reality. But I knew right then and there, I knew what obsessive was, and I backed out right away. I'm like, nah, not going down that road, when that was the road to narcissism. You have, Mary? God, I can't imagine. Yeah, Flora. Nine of her 11 dogs died before their time in the last 10 years. Well, she should consider, investing in a pet cemetery. There's money to be made there, just like funeral homes, We're all gonna die. She may, she could look at my pet cemetery videos that I did over the weekend and get some ideas. Set up her own pet cemetery. She could have a doggy daycare, and then in the back of her house, she could have a pet cemetery. A one-stop place, She's running a death camp for dogs. If these are her dogs, I hope she adopted them. I hope she got them from a shelter or something. I'm very anti-breeders. I'm not like PETA type, but I there's so many unwanted animals out there that it doesn't care what breed they are to me. It doesn't care what age they are. They need homes and they need to be loved. She can go fly a kite and fall in the lake. Oh, Mary. Mary. Ooh. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you, sweetie. Very convenient. She can run the center, and then just like where I was yesterday. Well, there was a shelter, but she could run her center from her home, and just go out the door and go to the left or the right. It depends on her zoning laws. But I'm sure she can find a space for a pet cemetery, to start erecting a pet cemetery. And she might get a famous dog one day that's buried there, like Lizzie Borden's pets. I mean, how about that? Then she'll have visitors and she can make friends. And Igloo, Admiral Byrd's terrier, another famous, an explorer, his dog. She might get some famous people's dogs in there. She might get a Kardashian dog. Think about that. She could make buku bucks. She could charge whatever she wanted to. And Jimmy could maintain the lawn, right? He'd have to mow the grass, put seed down, fertilizer, all that stuff. But what a profit. I think I'm onto something. Oh, it's raining. She'd never go to a shelter. They're pure breeds. She even did some content on the difference between stray cats and shelter dogs. Why don't her dogs roam free in the house? That's because they roam free outside, J-May. They roam free outside. Their prison, I mean, they're locked up inside. Oh, look at those raindrops. These are cool. Look at that. Oh, it's wild. provocative with a dog, kindness kid. Hello, Kim D. How are you? And if she plays her cards right, she could bury a horse on her property too, like a famous horse. You know, like a horse, like a famous actor would ride on, like John Wayne used to ride on horses all the time, you know? These actors will pay big bucks to have their dogs, you know, buried properly. And she can start a crematorium too. She must have a barbecue pit. I think that, you know what? I think there's money to be made in pet cemeteries. Oh, don't say Momo. That's freaky. Momo. I don't think Merb likes Momo. Right, J May? Merb, get out of here. I've told you 8 times. Leave. Leave. Turn that frown upside down. Don't worry, you know, I know it's hard to smile. Your face might crack a little bit, but I think you'll be okay. Nothing plastics can't fix. I'm sure your subs will buy you plastic surgery in case your face cracks from smiling. But no, really, back to the topic. I think I've been relatively kind to her, considering how nasty I could get. You know, I've given her a reality check that her channel's tanking because of her doing, because her channel, she's not evolving with social media. You know, we all evolve in life. We grow. We have personal growth, spiritual growth, physical growth. I heard the older we get, our feet keep growing in our ears. Is that true? So if I'm a size 8 right now, so in case there's an FBI profiler out there, yes, I'm a size 8. By the time I'm 72, I should be a size 12. I haven't measured my ears lately, and I think I should. That would be interesting. And I also sleep on my right side, sometimes my left. So I'm wondering if my right ear's growth is being impeded by constant pressure. So then when I'm 72, I'm going to have one ear larger than the other. And I'll probably look ridiculous with size 12 feet and lopsided ears. Yes, Sarah. Sarah has seen the light. See, I picked up, I think because I was never an official rambler, it was easy for me to pick up because I didn't follow her all the time. So when I did tune in occasionally, I was like, what the hell? Like, what? Like, you know? And sometimes if you're involved in it, you just don't see it as quickly. I used to be a 7.5, you're now an 8. Oh, okay, we have proof right here. Kim D said her feet grow. Mary's height is shrinking. I have yet to shrink yet. Please don't let my ears grow. Our head and ears grow as we age. Our head? Our head? Really? Huh. Did you hear Loretta Lynn died today? Rest in peace. I can't say I was a country fan. But I did like coal miner's daughter. Lee R.D. Did you get my tag? Are you prescribed to Nana Patty? She's having having a guest who's a behavioral analysis expert on her channel Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The topic is narcissism. And were you here earlier when I told everybody how much you've taught me about narcissism? Yes, Lee, she taught me so much through my journey through YouTube and why people are the way they are. And so many people were trying to teach me, and Lee was very influential for me, still is, based on her own life experiences. Yeah. So Nana Patty's friend Lisa D, Lisa doesn't have a channel, but she often goes on Nana Patty's if someone wants to drop Nana Patty's link, and does topics like this. And she'll ask, the audience what we would like to talk about with behaviors. And so a lot of people mention narcissism, and I hope at one point I'd love to learn more about codependency. And she's very good. She's very good. Yeah, she's off to a good start, Pet Cemetery. Charles was a lawyer she was engaged to before Jimmy. He dodged that bullet. Really? Oh, we would have had something in common, her and I, if she ended up marrying him. Her lawyer could talk to my lawyer. For free. Trust M word is so overused, I really like to understand it. I don't think it's overused, the word narcissist. I think we become more aware of it. I think a few years ago, no one talked about narcissism. And I think there's been more awareness brought to it, which I think is great. I think it's overused in the sense that maybe you're saying that we just tend to look at everyone and say, oh, they're a narcissist, they're a narcissist. We all have a little bit of narcissism in us. Some have more than others. Some have a lot. Some are completely, a complete through and through narcissist. It's the ego, right? And the super ego, and but a true narcissist, that's what fascinates me. When you can find somebody that has most of the traits, to me it's fascinating. It's very fascinating. But to live with one, or to be in a relationship with one in real life or even online, and I'm talking a bond, to me that has to be terrifying. But that's me. Don't you know she'd be making use of that resource now if she were married to a lawyer? There's still a lot of misunderstandings about it. Well, yeah, and so Sarah, hopefully Lisa, is going to talk to us about it and educate us, so to clear up those misconceptions or those stigmas, or, because again, most of us have a little bit of narcissism in us. So how do we distinguish between true narcissism and just someone who just has a little narcissism in them? Try having one for a mother-in-law. Oh no, Suburban. I'm sorry. My condolences to you. Mother-in-laws are important. I mean, look at when you marry somebody, you're basically marrying into their family. So I would think, I'm trying to think, If my partner's mother was a narcissist, would I have married him? You gotta really think that, unless you lived in two different countries, maybe. But you gotta remember that when you marry somebody, you marry into their family. Hi, Nichols. I hear smiles. Pink, I like watching your videos. And you're also craving Twinkies. Really? What made you crave Twinkies? Because of Winkies? Narcissistic people, one trait is to provoke, right? Poke, 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 right? Another one is seeking attention. You know, they want to make you feel inferior. Yeah, so provoking somebody. And Lee, wouldn't you agree that once someone escapes a narcissist, right, gets away, whether it's divorce or they sever that relationship and they completely ignore the narcissist, do you think they get worse? Because, like, they start to go maybe assassinate one's character because they no longer have control. They realize that they're not coming back. My spouse, my partner is not coming back. Never apologizing, blaming others, gaslighting. Yeah. It's interesting to watch the narc age. Really? Wow. That is interesting. I never thought of that. Like, do they get better? Do they get more subtle? Do they get worse? Do they look defeated? Especially when you age, some people become more dependent on others for their basic needs. And can a narcissist do that? Can a narcissist reach out for help? They spiral. Charles was her intended when her parents died. I made a video from what she told me, but she accused me of reading their obituaries. So I did yesterday. Oh, uh-oh. No contact, their balloon deflates, they move on quick. Really? But don't you think narcissists too, though? Like, some, when they realize you're not coming back, will start to, like, reach out to your friends, your acquaintances, your co-workers, saying how much of a horrible person they were. Denise says they get worse. Yeah. It was very hard for him and me. It depends on what stage the relationship is in. Oh, okay. So right when they leave, and they stay quiet, they, like, disappear. They don't talk about you. They don't contact you in any way. It's like your partner that you once had a relationship with, they're gone. They're like, that's it, I'm done. Never coming back. So that initial, when they come to that realization, when they get older, they realize they have no friends. Angela Critter, she's still the same. I'm still married. I just don't have any contact with her. My mother-in-law was pure gold. She was my mother-in-law. Oh, Angela, that's sweet. Yep, you never existed. I'm sure different people have different experiences as well with a narcissist. Do I say no two narcissists are the same? You know, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to Lisa talking about it more. You know, we stayed together. I was still with him to the very end. I loved him and still do. Both of my mother-in-laws are absolutely lovely. I think I'll make a cool mother-in-law. When that time, I mean, come on, I'm 72. None of my kids are married yet. I have no grandbabies. They all use the same playbook. Oh, geez, we need to burn those books. I'm glad for the people who have good, yeah. My in-laws are lovely. I'm super grateful. Married to a narcissist almost 19 years, 18 months separated, and I'm trying unsuccessfully to get a silver divorce. He has to control when that happens too. Oh, Debbie, I'm so sorry. I know you're not alone, because I know of other people who have gone through a divorce. That has to be horrible. Jamie, my mother-in-law was a phony and a trollop. If you're 72, then geez, what am I, 41? Absolutely. And 72 isn't a bad age, Merb. You make it sound like it's a disability or something. What's the matter with you? Maybe you should just, you know, take better care of yourself if you're feeling that shitty at 60, which I believe you are, or 59, you know? And if you're thinking 72 is the end of the world, nah. 72 is the new 42. She played her game for decades. She went after my son and it hit the fan. No contact with her from my household since. I told husband and son they can have whatever relationship with her. 72 is absolutely still young. I mean, Merb's got people in their 70s with one foot in the grave already. Come on. That's a bummer. We're all going to turn that age someday. There's nothing wrong with it. Her husband is close to 70. Oh, really? She should talk. So she's married to a geriatric person. Oh, I see. So she might be wiping his ass soon, huh? I mean, after all, he's 70, right? I would advise you, Merv, to buy the nitrix gloves, not the vinyl ones. Because you want to glove up when you're wiping someone up at that age of your husband, since that's so old. Use the nitrix gloves. In fact, oh no, they're in my trunk because I had to put my muffler back here. He's about 66. Oh no, he's not. Please, that number, 66. No. Anyway, well then he'll be turning the bend very shortly. Time flies. So use the nitrix gloves. And you want to get aloe wipes. And you can find them more so at a medical supply store because they tend to be larger. The ones you buy like at CVS, they say extra large and you take it out and it's the size of a piece of toilet paper. So don't get those. Go right to your local medical supply store. All right? They got really good size, like twice the size of a face cloth. You can clean up a lot more efficiently that way. And get a good absorbing bib for him, okay, for drooling, because that tends to happen, you know, when you hit your 70s, Merv. All right, so you want a good absorbent so they don't, you know, like little babies, when they drool, they get red down their neck and their chin, and it's very irritating to the skin. So make sure you get like double or triple knitted, you know, bib. You don't want to get the vinyl ones. And mouth care is very important as well. You want to still continue to brush their teeth twice a day and floss. I know she's got it in her. She's such a good person. She cares about everybody. Angela, I'm 69 years young. Really? You look fantastic. I mean, that's just it. People in their 60s and 70s now look great. We've come a long way. If they have teeth. Oh, that's right. You know, Jimmy can lose his teeth. God forbid, right? Or she could crown them all. She could ask her subscribers for money for crowns or implants. He could have implant teeth. Why would she age shame? Good point, Teresa. Good point. Good point. So you're hanging out with somebody who age shames people when she has people that age on her piano. But it's the pattern, because every person that has left Merv and that remained quiet, Merv has assassinated their character. So what bothers me is that she felt that way all along. And while you were hanging out with her, she had those thoughts the whole time. That's awful. That you think you're hanging out with someone and you go away with them, especially, and they thought about you. They think of you this way, even when they were friends with you. That's a betrayal. That is such a betrayal. Happy birthday, Jamie. It's your birthday? Happy early birthday. I've always wanted my birthday on October 31st, but it didn't happen that way. I'm a winter baby. Write that down, Merv. I'm a winter baby. Figure it out. You're a true crime creator. You're a web sleuth. Figure it out. When's my birthday? It's in the winter. Disgusting and disappointing. Yeah. She age shames because it makes her feel superior. Right. Again, they want to make you feel inferior. Nothing pretty or about an aging narcissist. October's my favorite. Happy birthday, Jamie. I would have loved to have been born in October. Happy birthday, Cloud Cuckoo. She knows my full name. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, well, just find out where I live now so I can serve those papers. I heard upstate New York is very beautiful this time of the year. I'm an autumn baby, which means my parents had an awesome Valentine's Day. Whoa. My birth parents had an awesome summer. The alternatives to, and my birth father was Navy. Happy early birthday to you, Cloud. Yes, happy birthday, birthday people. Right, Kiki, now it's time for you. That's right. You did a good job. The alternative to growing old is not fun, Merv. You will not be here. My best besties are Libra. My dad always went deer hunting on my birthday. Season opens my birthday week. What's so scary about knowing who I am, or how old I am, or what I do for a living? I'm a great human. Well, yeah, there isn't anything wrong with it. Narcissists try to make you feel like there's something wrong with you. It's manipulation. It's making you feel inferior to them, no matter how functional they are, right? If you love yourself enough, that's why self-care is important. If you love yourself enough and put yourself first. As mothers, we always put our kids first, but now it's time to put yourself first and love yourself. And you'll be fine. But don't listen to people like that. Don't let that bother you. What she says and does cannot affect me. So you have to say the same thing. With anyone, whether it's her or anybody that in your life, online, offline, it only can affect you if you allow it to, you know? Yes, happy birthday, all you lovely October people. Your bestie's a clinical psychologist, wants to give Merv the MMPI, thinks she scores high on the sociopath checklist. You're a great mom, knitting artisan. My two are still home for now. My oldest has Asperger's. Yeah, that can be absolutely challenging. And you know, kids these days, you know, they're not flying the coop as quickly as they used to, say, 20 years ago. The world's a lot different out there. And in a way, I think I kind of like it. You know, if someone says to me, you know, my kids are still living at home or whatever, as long as, you know, that nuclear family, to see that these days, because I grew up in the days where every weekend we spent it with our grandparents, our cousins, right? Just to see the family together like that, to me, I don't know. Like some people like, oh, your kid still lives with you? Yeah, so what? So what? Yes, tonight is the start of Yom Kippur. May you all be sealed in the book of life for another year. Yes, Floor, Marina, the book of lies, right? The book of life. And have you lied? Have you been good? Have you been good this year? I think she fails the validity scale on the MMPI. You're welcome, Mary. Yeah, I try not to make it too much about me. I don't like that. I love listening to other people, their stories, their experiences. You love having your boys with me. Yeah, hey, there's going to be a time they're not going to, you know, so enjoy it. My brother lives with my parents. He's 39. He helps them. My mom just retired as a neonatal doctor. Good for her. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. If someone says I moved back in to take care of my parents, that to me is honorable. That you would honor your parents in that way to help them. Because people are busy, they work, I get that. But if you have someone in your family that's able to do that and to give back to their parents, and Elizabeth Kubler-Ross talks about that too in one of her books, giving back to your mother, especially, and to your father. Um, the appreciation that child shows for their parent, for the years that they nurtured you, and raised you and loved you. And to see that played back, that's the circle of life. And I understand not everyone can do it because they have to work or whatnot. But if someone is able to do that, it's beautiful to me. It truly is. In the Latin culture, it's extremely common to have multi-generational households. It's never looked upon as a negative, right, Floor? You see that with a lot of other cultures, not our culture. Now, let's throw them out in a nursing home. You just don't see that. It's very rare you see that in other cultures. The nuclear family is there. It's always together without complaint. It's amazing. We take care of my father-in-law too. They're Pakistani. Oh, that's their culture. Yeah, my background is Syrian. Are they Muslim or Christian? It's an honor. Wow, Alexandra, that's great. Being living care for mom were the best 4 years of my life. I had to quit my job, but have zero regrets. Same here, J May. Same here. My son is 35. He lives with me. He helped me through chemo and radiation. You see, that's great, Debbie. You see, so there's so many of us who are in that same situation. And it's a positive, And when you hear people say, oh, their kid's 40 or 30 or whatever, still lives at home, you should be so lucky. You should be so lucky to have one of your kids still or come back to live with you. Unless they're schlepping off of you, you know what I mean? But, most likely they're helping out. So that should not be something to complain. That's what's wrong with our culture. That's exactly what's wrong with our culture. They look at it as a negative. But yet when you get older and you say, oh, this so-and-so down the street, her son moved back. Okay, so when you get older especially, don't have your kid come back. Fend for yourself and tell me, how do you like it? We're Western culture, but he's been here since birth. I've known my soon-to-be husband since 6th grade. Aww. My husband is Ukrainian, and his culture is extremely similar to mine, Mexican. Also very multi-generation households. We love it. Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's great. I am not practicing Christian. He is of Muslim faith. Assalamu alaikum. No, I'm practicing as well. I love his family like my own, and them, me. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, congratulations on your upcoming marriage. Are you going to have like a big engagement party? Your daughter left at 18. I hated it. Oh, yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with kids living at home. But, as we age, we have to plan ahead and raise your kids, in an environment of caring and teaching them how important family truly is. You cannot depend on anyone in this life but your own family. That's how I look at it. That's how I raise my kids. Don't ever ask your brother or your sister to lend money. Oh, can I have 50 bucks? Well, pay me back. Yeah, as long as you... No. I would never teach my kids that. Never. Never. It is the root of all evil, this borrowing money, and you didn't pay me back. If you have the money, you help out your sibling. Period. With no expectations back. For all of them. For all of them. You think we're going into a full-blown recession? I don't think so, Debbie. Not what my financial advisor said. He's like cool as a cucumber. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. They're just trying to scare you. They want you to move your money around. I don't think so. To be honest, Marb reminds me of her. Marb, are you still in here? Will you get out? Just stop it. Stop. Go. Shoot. Go take care of your daycare, your clients. Your clients. Make sure you don't segregate them. In case, money can be better spent on something other than a one-day party. I'm too old to do that again. He wants a small heavy metal themed wedding. Oh my goodness. A heavy metal themed wedding. That's outrageous. That's pretty cool. It's a fine balance of teaching our kids to be independent and self-sufficient while maintaining family connections and traditions. It can be done, though, totally. Hey, Paisley. Yeah, and I'm not talking about just always running up to your sibling and saying, go 20 bucks. I'm talking about when they're in a situation where they need help, where they absolutely need help. I would never expect my kids to pay me back. Why would a sibling expect that from their own sibling? That to me is, you would have to raise a child to be selfish if they're going to have that attitude. Yeah, I'll give you 600, 800 bucks because you're about to get evicted because you lost your job through no fault of your own, but you have to pay me back. What the hell is that? No. You all come together and you help each other out because you never know when it's your turn and when you're going to need help. And don't add interest on it either. It's another thing I see people doing. Oh, yeah, okay. With siblings, I'll lend you 20 bucks, but if you don't pay me back in 2 weeks, I'm adding another 10 bucks onto it. Very selfish culture we have here. So I've always say to my kids, I have one thing to say before I die, is take care of each other. Always, always. Let's talk to give, never lend. If you have it, then you give it without expectation or repayment. Right. If you do not have it, you simply do not give it. Right. How would you decorate for a heavy metal wedding? I don't know. I don't know. My window's squeaky. Dee Dee, what's up? How you doing? We actually just helped our niece with her wedding. It was an absolute pleasure. There you go. Your siblings stole all your mom's money. They suck. My brother beat me up when I found out. They all announced I'm a Christian. They're all horrible. That's like me standing in my garage and calling myself a Mercedes. Get out of here. Don't you be calling yourself a Christian or a Catholic if you don't practice what you preach. And don't use your religion as a weapon. You've borrowed money from your sister but always paid her. That's up to you. If you want to, who am I? I'm not a banker. If you want to pay her back, that's your way of returning, a favor or showing your appreciation. That's fine. But what I teach my kids is don't have expectations of thinking or, you're going to have to pay me back. He pictured a backyard with a keg, but he swears it wouldn't be that. He has a really good taste, too. He's an architect. On her deathbed, Mom said to me, "You are my only child, the only one that loved me." Broke my heart. Aww. God reads our hearts, J-May. This life we live is in the blink of an eye. And he reads our hearts. I think a lot of people on this earthly world are in for a rude awakening one day. That's how I look at it. And like I always think that there's a poem out there. It's called The 12 Things or 11, 12, or 13 Things God Won't Ask You When You Die. And it has to do with, God won't ask you what you did with all the money you made for yourself or something like that, but he'll ask you what you did with that money to help others. It's a good poem. It's out there. Look it up. I think it's the 11 or 12 things God won't ask you. Hey, buddy cat. I found out yesterday that my mom watches me on YouTube and thinks it's a big waste of my time and that I could be helping people more in real life by volunteering for some agency to counsel people. I don't think you're on YouTube enough, Dee Dee, where it would interfere. You're pretty well balanced as far as you know when to plug in, when not to plug in. How did your mom find out? My family knows. They've known from day one about my channel. I don't know about yours. No, I'm just saying my family knows. I don't care. No complaints on my end. Not yet. My mom was my idol. She deserved the best from all 5 of her kids. They hurt her so much. Only lend what you can afford to lose. How's your poor car, Pink? Thank you. You're impressed by the way I handle it. So look at, either you can just get all bent out of shape and, oh my God, I had such a great day and then this happened and my muffler fell off. I ran over a defect on the construction road. They tore apart. It's a $2,200 bill, No. What am I going to do? That's life. It happens. It happens. So I'm going to make myself miserable? Nuh-uh. No. So I'll show you this baby. Let me see the back of my car. There she is. There she is. This is my muffler. That thing that sticks out, but the muffler itself, the whole system is really like, I have to get both muffler. I have to get the whole muffler exhaust system replaced. And that was from the town, the city, I mean, that ruined my car. And look it, I'm going to fight it. I'm going to put in a claim to the city. Hopefully they'll pay it. If they don't, okay, then I'll file in civil court. I'll sue them. She's a beauty. Yes, that's I have a dual exhaust. So I have 2 mufflers. I have a whole, I won't lie. When he called me and told me the prices, I was like, oh, I didn't think they were that much. But he was very good to me. He says, you know what, I can't, I might need your car for another day, or you can pick it up, but I really want to help you and look around and see if I can find a part for less expensive. It looks like a Christmas ham. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I could save that and actually decorate it. You know, I'm a little bit crafty. I'm looking at it right now and I'm thinking, what could I do with that for Halloween? Huh. So you can turn a negative into a positive, you know? You don't have to fret. Granted, years ago, when I was a lot younger, you know, something like this would have upset me. I would have been like, oh my God, and this happened, and oh my God, where am I gonna get the money? And for what? To make myself feel miserable? To poison myself like that, my mind? No, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Yes, I could decoupage it. Maybe I'll decoupage it tonight when I do Merb parody. Merb, I'm doing parody of you. It's not bullying. There's my disclaimer. It's imitation. Do you have a muffler, Merb? That will be ad-libbed in. Yes, I could decoupage. Well, I want to decoupage pine cones tonight. But that muffler is mine to keep. It's a souvenir. I might hang it on the wall. You know, it's part of my journey through life. Your muffler falls off. What do? You pick it up and you keep on moving. Pull up those bootstraps and you keep on going. Paint it and turn it into yard art. Good idea, J-May. Maybe I could auction it off. But you'd have to pay for shipping and handling. Any bids? Any bids? It's a foreign muffler. It's a foreign muffler. There's really nothing wrong with that part. It's the pipe that goes into it. But I need the whole system replaced. But you can use that and weld it onto a pipe. You've definitely lost a muffler or two. Isn't it awful? Talk about embarrassment. It's like you just hear this noise dragging on you. Of course, I got out. I won't lie. I got out of my vehicle in the middle of traffic, turned my emergencies on to make sure it wasn't a body under my vehicle. Safety first. Wouldn't want to be dragging somebody a few miles, okay? So I made sure, of course, the guy behind me, he was good because the light turned green. I was still out of my car. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't a human being under or a dog under my car. And it wasn't. It was the muffler. But what a noise it made. And I was on the phone with somebody, a YouTuber, and I won't mention who, when this happened. So I have a witness. They're like, what's that noise? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me check. Sparks flying. What's wrong with the pipe, Tiny Winky? Yeah, the Winky broke. The Winky cracked in half. You repurpose stuff to make yard art furniture. I'll definitely look into it. I'm gonna look up mufflers, yard work mufflers. But I really would rather auction it. Do we have any bids here? It's very smooth on the surface. There's a little dirt on it, but I intend on cleaning it up. It's very smooth. There's a little bit of rust, not on the muffler itself. There's some rubber attached, if anyone is into rubber. That's where the AAA tow truck driver cut it off for me. So it wouldn't hang and make that noise. He was very good. He got a very nice tip. I didn't have to have my car towed. I asked AAA, I'm like, can someone just like cut, like, I'm trying to, like, I'm literally trying to force the muffler off, kicking it, pulling it. And I asked AAA, can they just cut it? And they're like, no, they don't do maintenance work. This guy pulled up. He was so nice. You heard a little bit of him when he came. He got on the ground under my car, pulled out a knife, like a one of those Japanese sharp knives, and cut that rubber piece. And he says, I'll cancel your AAA so you don't get a point against you, because you can only get like 4 calls a year or whatever. And I gave him a very nice tip. Very nice tip. I have 5 cows I could give you, literally. You want to trade 5 cows for a muffler? Let me think about that. I might just be able to do that. As long as they're not Lowe's cows. All right. You have one of your dad's 1957 pinball machine and made it into 2 coffee tables, sold each for $300. It was worth only $250. We had a pinball machine. It had the schoolyard. It's a schoolyard, the theme. We had it for the longest time. My friends used to always play it. Shells or napkins? Shells. I do have some Halloween napkins. You'll see them tonight if I parody. Merb, are you still in here? It's 5 o'clock. It's supper time. I made them so all the lights worked on a switch. Cool. Yeah, no Lowe's cows, please. You're killing me, Smalls. It's so loud, and sometimes you can actually see some sparks under your car from dragging. Well, I have a dual exhaust, so I have one muffler on. So it's really not that loud. I mean, I've heard cars like these young kids have, their exhaust system is so loud. This doesn't even get up to that velocity. Bye, Suburban Hillbilly. Thanks for coming. Heads up, 7 Up. What's up? Wow, it's 5 o'clock already. If I'm going to do a Merv parody, I should probably think about getting home. I got to find the wig. Oh my God, is the wig at my father's house? Shoot. Oh. I still have my stuff at their house. His house. Oh my God, I just said their house. The wig is there. Shoot. Well, maybe I could tease my hair, my own hair. It won't be the same color as hers. Oh, I know what I can do. I should go to CVS and get that spray-on hair color and get the silver for the landing strip. So I won't need a wig. I'll just get the silver and make a landing strip. How's that sound? Hey, it's imitation, not bull. It's parody, for God's sakes. Look it up. Did you ever watch Saturday Night Live? Did you ever laugh? Have you ever laughed a day in your life? Do it without the wig. Yeah. I'll go to CVS after this and get the silver hairspray. I mean, we need a good laugh, right? I gotta go down 4 flights of stairs again for laundry. This will be the 4th time. No elevator. Oh, in Queens. Oh, you live in Queens? A New Yorker. I love my driveway in Suffolk County. Make an ombre in the landing strip. Gotta have the wig. The wig's not at my house. I have other wigs. I don't even know where that Elvis wig is that BBT always wants me to wear. Backwards. If I can find it. Other than that, I'll have to just wing it. And this is how we're going to do it. Because I have yet to do a Mer parody on my own channel. So what I'm going to do is you, the people, we the people, are my audience, are my MERB subscribers and enemies. or both, whatever. So I'm going to play off of you. So I want you to play along with me. Okay? So if I tell you off, don't be sensitive. I'm just doing parody. Okay? And that's what I did. I actually did during my college years and, yeah, college years. They had not quite high school. I did some stand-up comedy. I was in the circuit around Boston. It was no big deal. A lot of people did it. It was fun. And I always used the audience. That's the only way I could do it. I had to pick on people in a good way. It was fun. So I'm gonna be picking on you all, and it's all improv, like all off the cuff. So you gotta just go with the flow and play along. You can tell me off too. You can absolutely tell me off. And I'm not going to let my mods time anyone out. Nobody. No. Even if a troll comes in, they can stay. I used to dye my hair pink for breast cancer awareness. Oh, that's cool. Isn't it October? Or was it September, Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Or is it November? Yeah, I'll tell you all to F off. Yeah. I'll use those insults from my deleted video that Merb struck. You know, the fair use video. I'm just going to use those comebacks. Strike that, bitch. What time will you be going live? Maybe around 9 o'clock. I'll have to find a flowery top or an ugly Christmas sweater. I don't think I have Christmas sweaters. I'll have to find a flowery top. I wish the hell I had Crocs. Oh my God, I wish I had Crocs. But I don't. No, I don't own any Crocs. Never did. Hold a creepy doll. I have a doll somewhere. I don't think it's creepy though. We're all going to be suspected trolls. Yes. Probably around 9 o'clock. Between 9 and 10. I'll put it on. I'll put up a StreamYard invite. Jamie's going to be 82 on her birthday, going to the beach. October is lovely here. Yes, it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'll be asleep at watch tomorrow. Okay. I have peanuts. Doesn't she eat nuts or something? What is she always chomping on in that mic? Because I can go to Trader Joe's and get some peanuts, although I think I have some at home. Nuts. Does she drink it all? Like a beverage? Out of a coffee cup or out of like a thermos? She chews her cud. I don't know how to do that. I don't have that narcissistic trait. Cud chewing? Oh, Angela. I do have a mini brand ball, but I think it's at the other place. She licks the lids of her yogurt. Oh, I think I have yogurt. Peanut M&Ms, that's what I'm snacking on currently. I'm hungry. Chocolate, kumbasa or coffee or tea. I just don't know how to put my lips on the outside of a coffee cup. I could pretend and use lipstick and just put my lips stain on the outside of the coffee cup, but I don't know how to do that with a filter. Slurp, slurp. I'll tell you, doing her it's not easy, but I'll do it again. Jeez. I mean, to be miserable and nasty, it drains me. Like, I guarantee you when it's over, I'm gonna be like passed out in my bed. Like, the aura that surrounds me when I do it is draining. It's heavy, you know. It doesn't, it doesn't feel, I mean, I know others enjoy it, but for me, it takes a lot of energy to be that miserable. But I'll do it. Just use lipstick or draw some and tape it to the mug. Yeah, I've got red lipstick. I can just kiss the outside of the mug and leave my lip print. Make sure you make the eating sounds. Okay. Merb's MLM vitamins. Multi-level marketing vitamins? What the hell is a MLM? Multi-level moocher? I'll tell you, I'll be roasting a lot of you guys, so get ready. She sells MIM vitamins. MIM vitamins. She sells vitamins? Does she have a license for that? It's kind of like a Thrive thing. Why doesn't she work for Thrive? Melaleuca. I never heard of him. Melaleuca. Sounds like a chemical. Melaleuca. Sounds like something you'd see on an ingredient list to something really toxic. Melaleuca. Don't do it if you're uncomfortable doing it, really. Don't do it. Make life miserable vitamins. I have vitamins. They're called, oh my God, what was the name of those vitamins? Oh, fuck it all. Fuck it all vitamins. FUKITALL. Fuck it all. Like, has life gotten you down? Do you not care anymore? Has the stress gotten to you? Take one, fuck it all, twice a day, and you'll be fine. It's a real vitamin. Look it up. Fuck it all. FUKITALL. Vitamins. Look it up. Look it up and click images. And you'll see it. I don't lie. So really, look it up. Melaleucia. That sounds toxic. It sounds like something you would rub on your chest if you really had a bad cold or something. Or something that you would insert somewhere else to reduce swelling. God, I'm surprised she's not pimping Crocs. Hey, did you see in that video that Merb struck, my fair use video, of the Crocs draining the spaghetti? Was that not awesome? Look at ladies. If you don't have a colander, okay, if you're in a pinch, if you're out camping, you can use your Croc to drain your pasta. Yes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You could put a whole pound of pasta and water through that Croc to drain your pasta and have a wonderful meal for your family, an Italian meal. And you could probably use the heel of the Croc to shave the block of Pecorino Romano cheese that you would sprinkle on top of your pasta. It's a win-win. I'm having a visual of that pasta being drained. to the Croc. Stop laughing. Italian. Italian. It's an Italian thing. The third evil, the evil eye. Your best friend sold Maluka and she had a free car. Well, then why didn't she get a free truck for Jimmy? Why did she have to ask people to buy her husband a truck if she sells Maluka? Size 13, that's a lot of pasta. That's a lot of pasta. Anthony! Anthony! It's Prince Spaghetti Day. It's Croc Day. Size 13, that's like a Sunday pasta dinner. The grandparents, the cousins, the nieces, the nephews, the neighbors. That's a lot of pasta. You got a donkey means donkey to her. All right, so my pop just finished an 8-inch bone during this live. Wow. Hey, puppy. Want to go for a ride? Sorry. I just had to say that. You want to go for a ride? You want a treat? You're coming with me down the stairs, Pink, in my thick, long island accent. This was a while back, but Jimmy said one of her lives he collected $2,000 for his truck. Wow. How's it feel, Jimmy, to ride in a truck that you haven't even paid for? Yeah, schmuck. Yeah, schmuck. My mother-in-law would have called him a schmuck. She still would. She's like 103 years old now. Yeah, schmuck. I've been to Italy several times, never scared. Never seen a croc, but I'm sure they're open to suggestions. Hey, you might get famous for it. Try it over there. You might get beaten over the head for it, but, you know, take your chances. What do you got to lose? You can even go show the Pope. If he approves, you're good. You're gold if you can show the Pope. But don't tell him that you read tarot cards or you go to mediums, psychic mediums, or anyone to contact the dead. You gotta trust in God. He takes care of everything. It's a sin, if you're a Roman Catholic, to go to anybody who says, I can reach your grandma for you. I tried to do that a couple of months ago here at this lake through a show, you know? But I'm not a Roman Catholic. I get a pass, but according to the Roman Catholics, you can't do that because the Pope says that's worshiping a false prophet. If you have to look into the future, so you read the Bible and you call yourself a Catholic, but yet you go to Joe Schmo down the street and says, I want you to contact my grandmother who died. How's she doing? I really want to know if she's okay. Hello? Doesn't the Bible tell you she's okay? Doesn't it say that? Unless you think she went to hell. So why are you questioning God or Jesus? Because the Bible tells you so. There's no answer that you have to ask if you represent yourself as a Catholic. That's just my opinion. Oi, that's just my opinion. Yeah. Look it up on YouTube. The Pope does. There's a couple of videos out there where he's very much says it's against Catholicism to worship or go to anybody, you know, read my palm. He mentioned palm readings too. Read my palm. Can you contact my grandpa or my mother, my father? Can you contact my dog who was murdered? I just want to make sure they made it there okay. What the hell? Come on. Stop it. Just stop it. Melaleuca is a $2.7 billion a year MLM that must not be working for Merv because she's still e-baking. Oh. Are you sure it's not something like you rub on your chest or something? I stopped thinking about it the 4th century. Tarot cards started with Catholics. Really? Really? That's like Salem. 2 Catholic girls started with a rumor and they killed the witches. It's horrible. It's horrible. The devil walks amongst us, people. The devil walks amongst us. Okay, so look at Elvis 2024. All right, I'm gonna get going. I'm wicked hungry. I'm starving. I haven't eaten since yesterday. I went to get a bowl of cereal this morning. Someone threw the cereal out because they thought there was the old box of cereal. But I threw that old box of cereal out, and last week got a new box of that cereal. And then someone else thought it was the old box of cereal, and they threw it out. So I had no cereal. And now I'm hungry. You have to watch replay. Oh, Jackie. Well, welcome. It was fun. It was fun. Tune in tonight. I know, now I gotta do it. I'm doing a Mer parody. Tonight. Wrenches do not time anybody out. Do not block anybody. It's going to be a poop show, parody. I'm going to tell everybody off. And if you haven't been in my channel in about a week, you're in for it. You're in for it. I'm going to give you the 3rd degree. Where have you been? Where have you been? Haven't seen you. Haven't seen you in about a week. Whose channel are you hanging out with? And who are you? I've never seen you before. Where'd you come from? Why are you here? Why are you here? Troll. That's why her channel's tanking. I'm thinking about Mucinex. Oh, maybe. But I was also thinking about like hemorrhoidal too. So I don't know. It's just an odd name for, I've never heard of it before. But hey, if it's a $2.9 billion industry, and you can get a new car, go for it. Be like Lucille Ball, Nickerman. You can sell your vitamins, get a pallet like Lucille Ball. I take veggie, mighty, mega mechanism. Probably around between 9 and 10. I'll put up a StreamYard notification. My wig's at my other house, so I'm gonna have to. I gotta go to CVS and buy that silver spray paint for my landing gear, for my head. And my hair's thick, so I can kind of mess it up really good. Like tease it or whatever. I just can't do bangs. Shoot. Well, maybe I could get like a clip. Let me get a clip and I'll improvise. I will not cut my hair and do bangs. No. Bangs are so like 70s. No. Bangs. Don't do bangs, people. Does she have bangs? That's how little I watch her. I can't even, does she have bangs? Don't forget to blame us for everything that you say, okay? I won't, Denise, no worries. And if I hurt you really bad, I was just joking. Oh, just a joke, and and I have so much information on you. You'll never be able to leave me. Do a SNL of it, roast us all. I will. I used to do it with Molly Golightly parodies. I roasted everyone in chat. It was my first parody ever. Didn't know a soul. Didn't know anybody. I think I had like 500 people come in. I'm like, oh, look at this. This is what a live stream is? Look at all these people here. And they're asking me at that time, not for PayPal because it wasn't out then, I don't think. Why aren't you super chats out? And I'm like, this is my first day on the internet, like on YouTube. What's a super chat? Yeah. Those were fun days. Maybe these sell Winky work pills. Oh yeah. Maybe I can find some blue pills at CVS over the counter and call them Winky pills and put a label on them. Oh, I have so many. You guys are great. You're giving me ideas. Winky pills. Like, who taught her Winky? Like, what? It's called a penis. Capital P. If you're lucky, capital E, capital N, capital I, capital S. If you're not so lucky, it's lowercase p-e-n-i-s. Be sure to mention Winkies. I will. Maybe I should get some Twinkies. Do they sell Twinkies still? Maybe I'll start eating Winkies. Oh, Pat, you so please. The Winky. Imagine a prank caller calling and you're like, you scream into their phone, Winky. Yeah, that got him good. That got him real good, Merv. Yeah, you criticized their Winky. Oh, the pain, the pain. The pain. She called my penis a Winky. What the hell is a Winky, dear? Please share this out to all your friends and sisters. And your mothers and your fathers. You know what? When Merb went to that medium, psychic medium, which is against the Catholic religion, by the way, just want to let you know, this is what I heard, that even though, like I always say, your mother's watching, behave yourselves. She's watching from heaven too, for all of us who don't have our mothers, okay? They watch us even closer. They see everything we do, and they see our YouTube channels. Trust me, they see it, all right? So when I say, does your mother know what you're doing? Does she know what you do? You know? You can't say, well, my mom's not here anymore because, oh no, they see. They see. Because a medium told me that once. Yep, they see everything. Everything. They might even see your Winky. So watch yourselves, behave yourselves. Yes, it's against our religion. Of course it is. That's worshiping a false prophet. You're going to a medium and you're basically looking to them as their God. What the hell? Why would you do that? The answers are right there in your Bible, right? You don't have to go to a medium to find out how your grandpa's doing. Oh, does he have a message for me? What do you mean, does he have a message for you? He's having too good of a time in heaven to think about talking to you or any of us on earth. I'll tell you that right now. Why do you think they never come back and they never talk to us? They don't care. They're in a place so much better than this earth that they have no reason to come back and tell you all, oh, it's really great up here. The weather's great. Hope you can, get up here soon. We can have a family reunion. The sooner you get here, the better. Get out of here. Come on. Am I ranting? Got me on a topic that's, just ridiculous to me, these psychic mediums. was the one that was always on that talk show with what's his face? Sylvia Brown. She was the biggest scammer around. Her and her son. You know, she would tell people that people will come to her with their kids missing. Where's my daughter? And she'd be like, I hate to tell you, as she's like picking her nails in her teeth, right? I hate to tell you, but your daughter's dead. Okay? One parent, no, did she say the daughter was alive, but the daughter was really dead? I don't know. It's false hope. It's a false prophet. And you're playing with people's lives, you know? And when you go up to Salem, as I do every year, you see a lot of that too with the people in palm, you know, I'll read your palm, you know. And people will pay money. Ridiculous that people are that desperate. But yet they go to church on Sunday, call themselves Christians or whatever. It's like, what are you doing? The biggest scam there is. Look at the pretty leaves. Do you see the fall coming here? See the reds? It's the biggest farce. Look, we're all vulnerable when we lose somebody, right? The unknown, we don't know, but if you have a good, strong faith, you know, you'll be okay. You fall on your faith, you know, you rely on your faith during especially tough times. And I don't need to go to a psychic to ask how my mom is, or, you know, my husband, or they're in my heart and I know they're okay. And that's life. My sister and brother comes to me in my dreams. Yeah, me too. Yeah, if you ever dream about your loved one, they say they come to you through your dreams. But these people who scam other people by thinking they can contact your loved ones. It's a Long Island medium used to have the show on TLC, I think, too. Teresa whatever, you know. It is all a scam, an absolute scam. And I feel bad for the people that, you know, I just don't believe that they can sit there and say, your mother said this, or I don't know. I believe that you can feel people around you because I've experienced it. But I don't believe that you can sit there and have a freaking conversation with them. I don't believe you can read someone's palm and be like, oh, your lifeline. You have a very long life. Look at it, wraps around practically up to your elbow, your lifeline. You're going to live to your 110. God bless you. Well, who the hell wants to live to their 110? You know, you're playing with people's lives. Maybe that person doesn't want to live to their 110. And then you got people who tell them, oh, you're going to die soon. You're going to have a premature death. Way to go. Way to go. You know, and people start, you know, all of a sudden they're like rushing around and their husband's like, what are you doing, dear? And she's like, well, I'm about to die in less than a year. So I'm putting my affairs in order. Who told you that? Oh, the psychic down the street. Really? Like... Death is a part of life, and I think for people, and yeah, there's premature deaths, and it is hard. It is hard, especially when you lose someone young. But it is it's part of life, and it just kind of tells you, you know, to enjoy life. I'm not reading checks, I'm driving. To enjoy life. Make as many memories, good memories as you can. Mend relationships where they need to be mended if you can. Do not burn bridges if, you know. Because, you know, we're fragile. Every one of us is fragile. I could be gone tomorrow. I could be killed on the way home. One of my kids could be killed. or worse. You know, I have a son who's doing well. He struggles with addiction. Thank God. I mean, he's well. He's in recovery. I don't know if I'll have him tomorrow. And that's a reality that I think about a lot, and how close I've been to losing him on a few occasions where I myself have had to breathe life into him. And all I can do is make as many memories and love my family, my children. Love them, love them hard. Any good psychic or intuitive will not tell anyone when and how they will pass. They won't medically diagnose either. It's 5:30 traffic. I'm going to CVS. It's right down the road if I ever get there. I have to use their bathroom too. And I always say, like, when you lose someone, right, I think the best way to keep them alive is to honor them. That event I went to, August 31st, National Awareness Overdose Day, was phenomenal. It was very eye-opening because I spoke, most of the people that were there, I would say 75% of the people that were there lost a child to a drug overdose. And the topic was honoring your child and giving to others and keeping your child's memory alive. It was phenomenal. It was so eye-opening, and the courage that these women had, and men, that spoke about addiction, took such a sad encounter for anyone to lose a child and turned it to be something so honorable. It was amazing. These people are absolutely amazing. And I remember going up to the table when I first got there to grab some literature, and I remember the woman sitting there, and she said, "Did you lose a child?" And I looked at her and I said, "Not yet. Not yet." And I hope I never do, but I do know that I would certainly honor my loved ones, regardless who, mother, father, sister, child. My daughter tells me my mom sits on her bed at night, especially after she lost her baby. Oh. I believe that spirits do come to us in an entity that no person, like psychic, can sit there and tell you this, and this is what happened, and then. No, I don't believe in that. I believe that our loved ones come to us, and I'm not talking about, dropping quarters or things like that. I think they come through us, within us. Isn't that something with the Eucharist? In us, through us, within us, or something like that. It's very spiritual. It's very personal. But I just don't, these psychics, no. Just don't believe it. Because Give me the lottery numbers and I'll believe them. Give me the lottery. You can reach out up to the heavens and say you can have conversations with all these people, right? Details and whatever. Oh, I see his first name begins with an A. Yeah, I feel, yeah, in a crowd of people, you know someone out there lost someone whose loved one begins with the letter A. Give me a break. And that was, who did that? Teresa, whatever, from Long Island Medium did that. Someone else did it. That guy, who's a young guy, you know, looked up in the audience and said, oh, I see the letter B. Oh, you know, 5 people raised their hand. Oh, it was my Uncle Bob. Oh, that was my wife Barbara. You know, oh my God. And then he would narrow it down. Well, this one I see standing next to a very tall man. Well, so you've got, say you got 5 people who raised their hand for the letter B, right? Out of those 5 people, 3 people, their grandfather was very, very tall. So now you got 3 hands going up. My grandfather died a year before. He's very tall. He was 6'3", you know? So now you're down to 3 people. So now the psychic's like, oh shit. Okay. Well, now I see like a dog next to him. And then you got 2 people. Oh, my grandpa had a dog. Yeah. And then you're like, oh shit. And now I got 2 people. All right. Both had dogs. So now I gotta narrow it down. I see water. I see a lot of water. And then one person went, oh yeah, my grandfather, you know, he was raised on the ocean, like. Or another one might say, oh no, my grandfather was in the service and spent most of his adult life on a ship fighting the wars, you know. And then you're like, okay, well, I see water, but I don't see white caps. I see more of a calm, soothing lake. And then you got that one person. Yep, my grandfather grew up on a lake. Oh, he came through to me. Let's talk. Come on. You asked your dad when he was dying to send you a sign, and he did. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. But again, I don't think you can sit there and have a psychic. I think when you lose someone that's close to you, only you can know when they're near you and give you signs. I just don't believe these people who don't know anything about your family. Nothing. Nothing. They usually use a J as that is the most common letter for a first name. Also, heart and cancer is cause of death. Yeah. Yeah. I see something with the chest. Something with the chest. I feel a burning inside my chest. An ache. Oh, yeah. You know, my husband had a heart attack. And then 50 other people raised him. Well, mine did too. You know, no, this is more like a gnawing, like, you know, like a trauma. Oh, then you got someone, oh, yeah, my brother, he died in a car accident. He had massive injuries to his chest. Oh, that's it. Makes me sad just thinking about it. And I used to watch those shows. I never believed it, but I used to just watch them. Look how vulnerable these people were. They would wait outside for days in line just to get a ticket. You don't believe in psychics? Yeah. Oh, I showed a person. Hold on. Oh. Do I have your permission that you walked past my camera? So I need your permission. You walked in front of my lens I'm on a live stream. I'm a YouTube influencer. Yeah. Well, your left side showed for about 2 seconds, if that. Is that okay? Do you want it in writing? You're okay. You're not going to sue me or anything, right? You do have your clothes. Well, as long as you don't have your bathing suit on. Oh. Yeah, it's getting cold. I know. No bathing suit weather. That's over. Yes, this is public. But I'm still going to ask your permission because I'm in my car in a public parking lot. All right, thank you. Have a nice day. All right, sorry. James Randi debunked and explained how they use these tactics. Tonda, what you laughing about? Denise, come on. I'm getting permission from these people. Good day. Best friend died. I was crying. Look out my bedroom window. A cardinal sat on a limb in a tree outside, singing a lovely song. Oh. It's a paid parking. No, this is a free parking lot. It's a free parking lot. Oh, here comes another person. Sir. Oh, God, I gotta roll down my other window. Hold on. Sir. Yes. Just a minute. You went. Sir. He won't answer me. Sir. Sir. His mind somewhere else. I was gonna get his permission too. All right, this lady's coming. Oh, she's going in the back of my car. Doesn't Merb go into dollar stores and show people? But I'm getting permission now. Am I doing good, Merb? Am I approved? Am I approved? I need your acceptance. I need your acceptance. Am I doing good? Am I a good doobie? Like the romper room lady would look through her mirror. I see Pink. I see Carolyn. You're such good doobies. You're such good little bumblebees. Din, 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 the carriage. Oh my God. And it has the name of CVS on it. Let me move it. Oh my God. No. No. I could be sued. I could be sued for that. God, that frightened me. That had the name of the store on it. Oh my God. Oh no, sir. Was that an orange jumpsuit? Sir. Sir. Hi. Oh, hi. Yeah, you passed by my camera. I just want to make sure I have your permission to put you on YouTube. No, you can't have my number. I'm married. Get out of here, you freak. Get out of here. If you think you're going to throw that Dunkin' Donuts coffee at my windshield and pull this Boston crap with me, no. Try it. Try it. All right? For God's sakes, I'll throw my muffler at your face, okay? Typical Bostonian. What a bastard. What a bastard. He wanted my number. Thanks a lot, Merb. Thanks a lot. Now I'm attracting creeps with orange jumpsuits. Just up your alley, not mine. Come down, breathe in a brown bag. Oh my God, I have a brown bag. I do. I absolutely have a brown bag. I have a mason jar too. Which one would work better? Mason jar or brown bag? Which one? Mason jar or brown bag? Which one? Seriously. Jenny! Jenny! Hello? Oh my God. Merv, you're a nutcase. You're a nutcase. Does it smell like paper or potatoes? It actually smelled like French fries, Jamie. It was my McDonald's bag. I must confess, I did buy French fries. If anybody wants to order McDonald's right now, right? There's the thingy, okay? There's the thingy. Oh, you like my Halloween nail? Look, where is it? Oh. There's the thingy. Scan it. What are your fries? Order Big Mac. You'll thank me later. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Not subscribe to me. That she keeps doing this. She calls me. I'm live streaming. She did this yesterday. She says, I'll call you back in a half hour, right? Half hour. It's been 26 hours, BBT. 26 hours since you've called me. When's the last time you've seen BBT in my live stream? Okay? What does that tell you? I go in hers. How come she don't come in mine? I want to know. Let's start a fight, BBT. Let's start a fight. Okay. Lips on the outside of my mask, right? Because my filter. Hey! Oh, the camera's facing me. I don't have to ask his permission. He's cute, though. I wouldn't mind his number. Carolyn, what do you think about extramarital affairs? Do you support them? How's that? Is that okay? Oh, there we go. Where did my hair tie go? I like being a cop when my hair is up. There we go. Yeah, there's my filter. My kid has car damage from the road with a huge crater. He went through his car insurance and they paid the bill. Yeah, I'm gonna call my insurance agent tomorrow. I can't now because it's 5:45. They're closed. Because this is a pain in the ass. If all I have to do is pay a deductible and save myself, I'd rather pay the $500 and save myself from going through the friggin' state to get reimbursed $2,200. I'll take the points. I'll take the loss. I don't care at this point. You're right. It's aggravating. You know what's going to try to deal with the state? I mean, it's Massachusetts. Taxachusetts. They hold on to their money. They don't give it out. Going to CVS like that? I can't. I need their permission. Merb says I need permission. Merb. You're a nutcase, Merb. You're a nutcase. Oh, shit. Trying to make dinner. Pee your pants like. Yeah, that depends. Not my problem. You got incontinence problems. Get a Depends. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love your sense of humor, Pink. You better. You have my permission. She's a nutcase. She's an absolute... Oh, there's someone in my rearview mirror. The guy with the orange. The guy with the orange. Let me roll down my window. Sir! Sir, that's what you get for asking for my freaking phone number. Don't do it again. The lady in the car next to me gave me a look. She literally went. I gave him the finger. And she's looking. Oh, an Audi. That's a nice car. Yeah, whatever. Go home and get your winky on. Let it go. What's up? Let it go. Marb, are you still in here? Don't you have supper to make, Marb? It's almost 6 o'clock. It's time for supper. Again. You know Italian families. We eat at 5 o'clock. Oh, God. The lady came back? Oh. This is weird. I'm like in the front row to CVS. Hello. Oh, she's got the tinted back. It's creepy. It's like that van Debbie Collier was in. Tinted windows. They're very suspicious to me. All tinted. Who has tinted windows? You're very suspicious people if you do. Hi there, Trish Eddie. Haven't seen you here before. Are you a troll? Just kidding, Trish. Just play along. Are you a troll? Kevin, get rid of her. Kevin, my top chatter for 52 weeks in a row. Get rid of that person. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. It's been a quick minute. You're always here. I trust you. I trust you. I'm playing Merp Cop. Let it go. I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Where have you been? Been at some other channels? Huh? 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 You been hanging out with some other creators? Yeah? How come you haven't been here? Cloud? Yeah, Cloud thinks it's funny. Kevin? Kevin! My top chatter for 52 weeks in a row. Get rid of her. The first time I went there, I commented on someone having paper all over their floor, and she went nuts on me. Oh, I'm clearly a very good troll. That girl looks soaking wet. It's not raining that hard. It's drizzling. Maybe she came from the gym. Honest to God, she looked like a drenched rat. Boston's weird. Boston's got weird people. Merv, you belong in Boston. You fit right in. You would fit. Oh my God. You would be so great in Boston. With a shitty attitude. You could give the finger to people every other minute and they're like, whatever. You know, I could put you in the north end of Boston, the Italian section. You'd fit right in. You fit right in. You hear arguing at night, yelling or whatever. You would fit. You would be such. People would think this is a Bostonian. Total Bostonian, her. And Jimmy would fit in. He's got the Boston accent, and people would think like Mayor Menino, Mumbles, our mayor, has been resurrected. And then we'd have St. Anthony's Festival all over again, celebrating the resurrection of Mayor Menino. Honest to God, come move to Boston, Merp. I'll set you up in housing, no problem. Covert is my second name. Mumbles. Yeah, Mumbles Menino. Look it up. He was our mayor. Great mayor. But he reminded me of Jimmy. And that's the email Merb has. Me asking if he's from Boston. No. Yes. Carolyn, you would make a perfect masshole. Stephanie's a Bostonian. Stephanie, wouldn't Merb make a perfect masshole? She wouldn't even have to go to training classes. People would think she grew up in Boston her whole life, that her parents were born and raised there. Put her right in the North End, next to Mike's Bakery. Very thick tongue. No, this is my lips on the outside of my mask. It's my filter. Did it screw up? Oh my God, there's a car moving. It's in my view. Is the license showing? No. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yeah. If I disappear, my boss has arrived. Oh, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. What else do I get to show you? You know what I was thinking, Merv? You know how Jimmy's always going out to the store to get a screw? Have you ever thought about getting one of these? Now I know you're not in tune to Apple, like apps and stuff. You know, like when you lost your phone. I get by my phone. I get by my phone. Anyway, you can hook this onto the back of Jimmy's belt without him even knowing it and track him. It's a tracker. It's a tracker. See, it's from Apple. See the Apple logo? All right? Don't strike me for that now. Don't strike me. All right? You can put it on the back of his pants. So the next time he goes out for a screw, you know, that's what I'm using your words. That's what you say. He went out for a screw. You can track him. You can track his whereabouts. Oh. You can put it in the car. Yeah, stalker. Yeah, you can put your skills to good use. Right? Jimmy needs balls. I don't think I have balls in my car. I have a muffler. Would that do? Got the muffler. I can prove that my muffler fell off. Right there. I come with receipts. $2,200. Just send it to my PayPal. Call me Merb. No, don't send me any money. That was a joke. Don't send me any money. But there's my receipt. There's my receipt. Okay? That's my muffler. Talk about a blowhard. Look at that. Look at that. What a winky that could be, huh, Carolyn? I'm going to make yard art. I'm going to take J. May's advice. They probably have faux Crocs in CVS. Oh, my God. That's right. I could drain spaghetti if they're in there. Do you think they're still in there? They might be in the 75% off aisle. Oh, what an excellent idea. So I'll get my runway spray, Crocs. What else? I got peanuts. I have a coffee mug. I think I can find a flowered shirt. I have a neighbor. She's 96. She loves me. She wears like the flowered shirts and stuff. I know she'll as long as I can get to her before 7 because she goes to bed early. I'll borrow a flowered shirt from her. I'll ask her if she has a Christmas sweater, but I think she's Jewish too. I have shells. I have shells. Please don't talk about shells. Oh my God, I have shells. I have so many shells. I have so many shells. I love shells. I love shells. I love you guys for even mentioning shells. I love shells. I love shells. Look, look, look. Hold on. Where is it? Look. I have a shell. See? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're my life. They're my life. I think I left the shell next on my bureau because I pray to it at night. Oh, I used to keep it in here. No, it's at home on my bureau. I even have sand in my car. Look, look, I have sand. I have sand. Look, that's sand. Oh, it's under my fingernail now. All right, Natasha Cooper, go criticize me now. Go ahead, another nail with gunk under it. That's okay, Natasha. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. But that's sand. Yes, I live on a beach. You're bound to get sand in your car when you live on a beach. You're bound to. You're bound to. Oh my God. Look, if I keep staying here, I'm gonna never do a parody tonight. All right? I truly have to go. Oh, why is it so hot in here? Just retouching my lipstick. Retouching it. Oh, sexy. Looks like a Superman emblem. What the? Hi. What's that? Get out of here. Look at, what is it with these people? Is it Friday or full moon? Get out of here. You know me? Really? I'm an influencer. Is that how you know me? I didn't hit your mother's car. That wasn't me, you piece of... Is Natasha Cooper still around? I don't watch her. I would think so. She always keeps making new channels. You know who I don't see around? Casbat. Her channel's hidden. Why? Why did she hide it? Does she do that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe she does that to take a break. But her channel's hidden. It's not down, it's hidden. She's incognito, Casbat. How come? I miss her. Maybe she got mad because I brought up the J Bells things. But like I said, I'm curious about that whole thing and why Merb didn't pay back the money. Thanks, buddy. I think she scopes everything for bucks. Her name is Myth and something else. Oh, God. Do y'all know what CVS stands for? The acronym CVS. NC is around. Yeah, I've been meaning to strike her live stream. Honest, my life is so busy. She totally defamed me. She totally defamed me. So that will be my 10th channel I strike if I strike Natasha Cooper. I love Casbat. I hope she's not gone. No, she hit her channel. Maybe she just needs a break. I don't know. I don't know. I hope she doesn't take the Casbat thing seriously. I just find it very interesting. Like, and if she was real, all right, she was real, but I still want to know where the money went. Merb. Merb. Consumer Value Store. Oh my God, you got it right. Yeah, CVS, Consumer Value Store. It's getting hot in here. Okay, look at. Oh, okay. Oh, she's hiding behind the pole. Smart girl. Smart girl. Okay, I didn't get her head. Merv, does that count? Do heads count or not? Am I safe? I didn't get her head. Jesus, it's hot in here. Got friggin' mask on. She was headless. Store, not shopping. Consumer value store, shopping. That was my headless public person. Oh, I'm in big trouble. Make sure the plywood doesn't want you to sign an NDA. Want me to sign it? I'll sign it. Do I get a pen? Oh, come on. Oh, I do have a pen. Hold on. Oh, it's a marker. Even better. Let's see. Ugh. I'll sign it. And then I gotta go. I'll sign it. Oh, I feel so much better. I feel so much better. All right, it's signed. I don't know if you can. All right. Do you see? It's there. It really is. I signed it. It's blue. Come on. Well, if you take a snapshot of that and then zoom in even closer, it says Pink Lady Luck. All right. Look at this camera's too, right? That's my receipt. That's my receipt. The camera's unprotected. I'm protected like a horny winky. Ugh. Graffiti tagger. Do you know what it's like to hold my urine in for you guys? Uh-oh. Do masks count? Well, I signed it. I'm all set. She's going to turn you in for sure. Marb, are you getting excited? Does turning people in turn you on? Does it turn you on to turn people in? Turn me on and turn me in. Or should it be turn me in to turn me on? Yeah, sexy. 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 You chopped off her head or his head, you know, that's a photographer's joke. Oh my God, that's right. I didn't even think that. And I chopped their head off. Good one. You're better than me. That was good. Of course, I don't watch her constantly, but where is my head tie? I can't put my hair up. All right, so look at, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna chop some more heads off. I'll see you tonight. Probably be around between 9 and 10. I'll do a Merv parody. You all have permission to be assholes in my chat, okay? Any of you who are mods right now, do not time anyone out tonight, unless I say so. Okay, it's not going to be a pretty live stream. Okay, it's a mer parody. I'm going to play an influenza auctions. I'll do a little bit of true crime. It will all be improv off the cuff. I have no script. I have no idea what the hell I'll be doing. We'll just wait and see. But you guys got to help me out, because the more you egg me on, the better I can get. And that's the truth. Oh no, this man has a head. Sir? Oh, I signed the thing. My doggy wog is looking for attention. Don't ever get a cocker spaniel. They will never leave you alone, literally. Just read headlines, Pete. Yeah, I'll read the headlines. And I'll read it from my phone. I'll get a laptop. I'll pick an article. There's tons of articles. I think that was, but I won't do any recent cases. I'll just do a cold case and just fake the names. I'm not going to disrespect any true current cases out there now. I can even make a crime about myself. How about that? Like Mad Libs. I still have to print out those Mad Libs that you all sent me. I haven't forgotten, but then my mom got really sick. But I'll do like a Mad Libs thing, you know. I'll find a crime article, and it will be Merb's own crime, and I play Merb. Was that Jimmy looking for a screw? I don't know. If he goes by again, I'll call out. I'll say Jimmy and see if he looks. Can Joanne Dallas join the chat? Of course. Why? Is she blocked? She's not blocked. Of course she can. Treasure trove. Yes. Mary, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Ho, 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 ho. Jimmy. Jimmy. Jim. Nope, that's not Jim. Uh-oh, the carriage is starting to get in the picture again. I'm doxing myself. Don't forget to yell at Jimmy to let the 16 whimpering pups out. I will, as soon as he comes out. Oh, there's another guy. Jimmy, did you take the dogs out? All of them. 16 of them. He ignored me. Typical. What's the matter? Can't look at a girl, Jimmy? Can't turn your head and look at a pretty woman? Huh? 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 Bye, beautiful lollipop. Bye, Jenny. Go Team Mary. Yes, Mary, thank you very much. Jimmy. Jim. James. Jimmy. My window's down. Real. No, he's not looking either. He looked like a Mike. And eat an apple with peanut butter. Oh, I don't have apples at home. Does CVS sell apples? I don't like apples, to be honest with you. Never did. I mean, I'll eat them. Like, I'll buy the apple slices at Trader Joe's. But, they're boring to me. And peanut butter? Nah. It's high in cholesterol. I'm watching my cholesterol. I'm watching my weight. And the smacking of the lips, I just can't. Oh, yeah, that's right. When she lies, her lips smack. Or eat a yogurt. I got a yogurt. Yes, I have a yogurt. I have peanuts. I have like a trail mix. I don't like the almonds. I save those for the squirrels. They love them. And they're in high demand by the squirrel colony outside my house because winter's coming and they're storing them. We love pomegranates. I used to. What would you do if one of them answered you? I would ask them. I'm like, I know you. Seriously, I was just thinking that if someone turned around and approached me and said yes, I'd be like, where do I know you from? Are you on YouTube? Is your wife an influencer? I have no problem. Like, we're nuts here in Boston. We really are. Like, you pull this stuff in other states, especially down south, people would be like, excuse me? That's why Merb she would do so well being a Bostonian. She's a true masshole. Visits my page anymore, my own family. God, every day. Isn't it great though? I mean, how many of you have your kids call you like 5 times a day? Yes, I remember. Her sounds are annoying. Her noises are barf. I'll give her attention. I'll give her attention. Parody tonight between 9 and 10 p.m. She made things every relevant. So what I'm going to do, because BBT tried to call too, she never picks up her phone, ever. Like I said yesterday, I'll call, she goes, I texted her, she goes, I'll call you back in a half hour. It's now been 2 days. And she calls them on live again. I can never get her to pick up her phone. Oh my God, I have some pasta at home. My son bought me dinner last night, which is very nice. He bought me pasta and meatballs, and I used my own pecorino romano cheese and shaved it with the bottom of my Croc. What time is it? Boston time? It's 6:11. Carolyn? Carolyn? Merb? Carolyn? Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy. Oh, I can't. I was just about to ask him, can you come here for a minute? But his wife's with him. Forget it. There'll be an all-out fight. Who's that woman you're talking to? Swear to God, I was just about to say, do I know you from somewhere? I was just about to pull it off with that guy, too. Shoot. Oh, well. Hey, Tracy. All right, I gotta go. I'm starving. If Black Eagle was here, she'd be like, you have the longest goodbyes. I think I've been on here 3 hours. So yes, I do have my muffler up for bid. I'll even bring it on the show tonight. I'll carry that clunker into my house. Jeez, it's all wrapped up. Oh, you like that, bitey cat? That's called the narcissist laugh. It's a forced laugh. How cool would it be to meet up? Hey, come to Boston. I'll meet anybody. I've met a lot of YouTubers. I don't think I've met one this year, though. Not with COVID and shit. Or last year. Oh, except BBT. But she doesn't count. The nod at the camera she does with the big eyes. Oh, yeah, so Merb doesn't ever look at the camera because a narcissist doesn't look at themselves in the mirror. It's you again, kid. You just walked by. You ignored me the first time. Hey! This kid's got a sweet tooth. Keeps going in and out with, Jimmy! Jim! James! Jay! No, he didn't answer. Jesus, a Yukon car just parked next to me. Those things are huge. It's like a penthouse. Why would you have a car that big? Melinda, hello. All right, tonight, between 9 and 10, I'll post it. Mer parody. My mods do not time anyone out tonight. Don't block anyone unless I tell you to. All right? I want you to give me crap. Some of you, some of you can be nice, right? Spoil me. Oh, you're so great, and you've changed my life. And some of you can be bastards. You all figured it out yourself. You'll do well. She does cross-eyed when she does look in the camera. All right. Well, out of my 10 screens, I'll make sure I look at the one right in front of me, and I'll look at you and give you all the evil eye. Bye, lovely ladies. Thank you, everyone. It was fun. Pink, seriously, that's what she's always looking everywhere else. Makes sense. Yeah. Or she could be a vampire and doesn't see her reflection at all. All right, let me go in and buy my gray spray paint from my landing gear on top of my head since I don't have that wig on me. We'll troll you. Yeah. Troll me hard. Troll me good. Troll me hard. Troll me good. She's probably going to call CVS and just tell them I defaced their property when I signed that plank. Go ahead, do it, I dare ya. Double dog dare ya. You're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me. How do you sleep at night? I don't. See you in a few hours, chat. All right. All right, thanks everyone for coming. You suck. What time? Between 9 and 10 tonight. It's 6:15 now. I gotta get something to eat. I gotta buy some runway hairspray for the top of my head. I gotta see if they have Crocs on sale in here. Damn, not even one of my kids have Crocs. What's the matter with them? So I can drain pasta. Yes, I'm still alive. I've been holding my urine in for you guys for an hour, okay? Hey, Vicky. Is Pink going? Yes, I'm going live between 9 and 10. Merb Parody on Pink's channel tonight. All right? You guys are going to be my supporters and my haters. All right? And we'll take it from there. I'll do a little bit of true crime, a little decoupaging. I'm going to try to auction off my muffler. Okay. All right. I want bids for my muffler. And next Thursday, the other muffler will be available. So it could basically be a 2-for-1. You need maxi pads. No problem. I'm a bleeder. I'm a 72-year-old bleeder. No problem. I got them pads. I got mini pads, maxi pads. Super thin, super thick. Long, short, medium. I got tampons. I got plastic applicators. I got the cardboard applicators. I got the organic applicators. I got them all. Please call it your muff. Is that what she calls it? I'll be asleep or watch replay. Okay, Cloud Cuckoo. I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up. Yes, I have blue eyeshadow. In fact, I'm going to look for a lighter eyeshadow while I'm here at CVS. She'll be calling all the CVS's. That girl's harassing me. She's harassing me. She's a scammer. She took from a dying woman. Oh, that dying woman hired a hitman on me, you friggin' fool, Merb. You fool. You fool. Shells. Yes, I have shells. I think I have all my props. But I'm going to need to eat food soon before I pass out and never go live tonight. All right? See you guys later tonight. Yogurt. Yes, I have a yogurt. I will lick the lid. Thank you. I will lick the lid of the yogurt. All are invited. Bring your friends, bring your families, bring your winkies. Grace landing strip down your hair. Yes, I don't have the wig, so I'm gonna have to use my own hair, and I'm gonna have to find that, the gray. Look, and I'm older than her, and my grays don't come in like that. What's up with that? What's up with that? For someone who isn't menopausal, why does she have gray hair? Did she call you out on showing CVS on your lives? I don't know. She probably will. CVS. You know what CVS stands for? Carolyn's Vacation Shells. Get dry shampoo. I have dry shampoo. I took a nice long nap. When do you do a lot? Cracks me up. Well, I aim to please. That's what he said. I aim to please. All right, everyone. See you tonight. Layers of sweaters. Don't worry. I got this. I got this. It'll be fun. Even though it's going to drain the hell out of me to imitate her. Oh, my God. The things I do for you. Carolyn's Vacant Soul. Oh, wow. That's a good one. How do you sleep at night? That was so mean. That was so mean. That's defamatory. Lawsuit. Lawsuit. Wear your granny's top. Yeah, my neighbor goes, oh, shit, it's almost 7 o'clock. I'm going to call her, see if she'll leave it outside her door. She'll do that for me. I'll just ask her for a flower top. She's a little bit bigger than me, but it'll be all right. All right. Thank you for the super chats, donations. Thank you very much. BBT, you suck. If you were subscribed to my channel, this is the second time you tried calling during my live stream. Not very good. Not very good. I could keep going. Me too. But I gotta go pee. All right. I have to visit the necessary. I remember the Long Island Medium. Teresa, what's her name? Yeah, Teresa, what's her face? Say it to my face, Teresa.